What's going on, everybody? Happy New Year's. Happy New Year's. First show of the new year here, 2026. I want to thank everybody for joining me tonight. Howie's going to be coming on, joining us in a few. Thank you guys for being here. I missed you guys over the holidays. Hope everybody had a good holiday, you and your families. Good to see you all. Unfortunately, I was dealing with an illness and the holidays, and I couldn't come on. I could barely talk for a while, so I'm glad to be back. Glad to see you guys all here. Say what up to a few people before we get the show underway. Say what's up to David. This can't be wrong, Missy. How you doing tonight? What's going on, Sven? Good to see you, brother. How are you, man? Hope everything's going well. Becky Town. Good to see you, hon. Thanks for stopping by. What's up, Red? How you doing, man? Good to see you. What's going on, Sally? Sable, Jersey girl. All the usual suspects here. Thanks for stopping by, guys. What's up, Dave? How are you? I sent the link out to a few people. Hopefully they all got it coming in for you. Timothy Sullivan, what's going on, my friend? How are you? Martha Fowler, good to see you, hon. How you doing? What's up, Tom? How are you? Good to see you, Tom. The jacket, what's up, man? Yeah, I saw that Tracks NYC thing. That's fucking crazy. Yeah, maybe we'll talk about that in a little bit. I'm not exactly sure the whole story as to what's going on with that guy. I guess he got ripped off. Somebody was using his name or something, was stealing money from customers. Some pretty crazy shit. What up, Carlos? Good to see you, brother. Thanks for stopping by. I hope I didn't miss anybody. Hey, what's going on, Russ? How you doing? Good to see you, man. Hope you're doing well. Happy holidays. Happy New Year to you. We got add Howie. Howie's in here. Yo.
What's up, Comment?
What up, Howie?
Happy New Year to everyone.
Yeah, I was just going through saying a couple hellos, everybody, if you want to say what's up.
Nah, fuck them.
Fuck 'em, right?
What's up, Tom Sheehy? Carlos, my man. Becky Town. Timothy Sullivan. Ducks. Red. Joe Root. Big Small. Russell Regrets. Martha Fowler. Just waiting for the names to come up.
Yeah, they're coming in. About like 50 people already, so should be a good show.
Maureen Mo.
What's up, Mo?
Missy. Jersey Girl. All right. I think that might be it. Happy New Year, everyone. And Georgie Boy, what's up? And, hello to everyone that I missed.
What's up, Georgie boy? Yeah, thanks for tuning in, guys. First show of the new year here. If you guys haven't already, if you guys can, please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Definitely turn the notifications on. We're going to be doing a lot more shows for the new year. Unfortunately, I was battling an illness for the last week or so. I'm still not at 100%, but we'll see how it goes tonight. I couldn't even talk for the last few days, so I feel a little bit better at least. And if anybody would like to help, please support the channel and donate. I got the Cash App, Venmo, PayPal at the bottom of the ticker here. I appreciate the support. And thank you. Somebody sent something over. Timothy, thank you very much, man. I appreciate you. Happy New Year's, brother. Thank you for the support. So I don't know if you watch any of it. How before we get started, I was just talking about the jacket had made a comment in here. I'm sure you've seen the guy on YouTube before. You've seen that Tracks NYC guy before, the guy that makes all the custom jewelry and shit like that in the Diamond District.
What's his name again?
Tracks NYC. He's like I don't know if he's Albanian or like Lebanese or something. Someone from somewhere out there.
No, I don't. I don't know. I don't know him. No.
Oh, okay. Well, he's got a huge following on social media and stuff like that. He's pretty famous jeweler in New York City in the Diamond District. He does a lot of like giveaways and promos and stuff like that, and like collabs with people. He's friends with like that Moses the jeweler guy and the Benny guy there, the other jewelers that got big YouTube channels and shit like that. Well, supposedly somebody in the Diamond District was using his name at one of these like pop-up stores over on like 64th Street.
Right.
And they were using his name to like rip customers off and billing them and shit like that. And I guess the dude crashed out and went down there and went full fucking mental helmet and bugged out in the middle of the Diamond District the other day and started smashing the display cases and shit like that. It was pretty crazy, man. They want me to play it, but I don't know about playing somebody else's video. I don't want to get struck or nothing like that. So I don't know what I can and can't play.
Whose video is it?
Oh, there's tons of them, man. There's so many channels.
All you gotta do is shout out the person who made the video and direct everyone to go see more videos on his channel or the full video on his channel, and you should be okay. That's that's what all of these fucking First Amendment audits. Most of these shows, when you watch them, then they're not the original content creator.
Oh, right. Yeah, I was wondering because so many other channels play other people's stuff and they get away with it.
Yeah, long as you give the person credit for it and tell everyone to subscribe to his channel and to go check out his other videos, and maybe there's a longer version of the video you're showing, let them know you can see the full video on this person's channel. You're good.
Oh, okay. All right, let me see if I can pull it up then, because this shit is pretty wild, man. Yeah, give me a second. Unless anybody knows a good link to play, because there's so many that have this shit streaming on there. It's pretty crazy. Well, just to start off, for anybody wondering too about the thumbnail or whatever, I was just kind of joking around with the "Where's Waldo" theme there. If you guys are like zooming in trying to find the Ripper in the in the picture, don't waste your time because he's missing. He's nowhere to be found right now, apparently. So, just a heads up. What do you make of that? You heard anything, Hal?
I haven't heard anything back yet, but I did reach out to ask if anyone knew what happened to him. But I guess maybe he took everybody's advice and he went to go fuck himself.
Well, I hear people running around, I guess people are thinking they're responsible for it and this and that. All I'll say right now is that, we warned the guy to play where it was safe, and he decided to, start attacking and coming after certain people on here.
I'll tell you what happened with that guy. Okay? That guy, he should have just left things alone and kept intimidating the people that he already had intimidated. And his mistake is that he fucked with people who didn't give a fuck about him, who weren't afraid of him, weren't intimidated by him, and it showed all the other people that they had nothing to be afraid of, unless they were afraid of an embarrassing photo or something like that, or their address being doxxed or whatever. But that's what happened. The guy watered himself down. He took, he spread himself thin. He fucked with the wrong people, and he showed everyone that he's not the big bully that he thought he was.
Exactly.
And that's what happened.
And now
so he gave all the other people that were afraid of him originally the confidence to say, something back to him.
Yeah, and rightfully so. People should have done that shit a long time ago. You know what I mean? I always, just avoided the guy because I don't want to do with him because I know he's such a fucking scumbag. And I guess, he took kindness for weakness with certain people and shit like that. And he finally fucked up. You know what I mean? So.
Right. He also took like people not looking to get involved with nonsense as a weakness as well.
Yeah, exactly. 100%. I guess he's one of the ones that found out the hard way, I guess, and he stepped in more shit than he could get himself out of, I guess. So
yeah, because all he started to do was he started to attack good people, people that other people pretty much had a decent relationship with them. And it just made everyone get fed up. And you had everything from content creators to people in the chat. Everybody just started, attacking the Ripper or defending themselves against the Ripper. And he fucked up. He made it. He watered himself down.
Yeah, without a doubt. He tried picking out too many fucking battles and shit. Should have just kept playing around when he was good. You know what I mean?
Right.
So, good riddance, I guess we should say, right? Fuck him.
Yeah. fuck him. Yeah. I don't know exactly what happened to him. There's rumors going around. Um, I don't usually like to, you know, give any credence towards a rumor, but whatever it is, fuck him, fuck his fucking family, and fuck the Diaz brothers.
Who?
The Diaz brothers.
Who the fuck are they?
You remember in Scarface, fuck Casper
Oh,
Gomez, fuck the
yeah, yeah. I was like, wait. I was like, there's some other people I don't know about. What the fuck? Yeah, fucking Diaz brothers too. Yeah, that's fucking. Hey, what up, Smoke?
What's up, Smoke?
Yeah, I'll drop the link if I don't know if they got it or if they want to pop on and bullshit. I know a couple people texted me and said they might want to hop on, so you guys know who you are.
Yeah, you know, another thing that happened too, I don't want to fucking take anything away from Smoke, was, you know, Smoke also got fed up because he started, you know, attacking us for no reason. And he stepped up to the plate. I want to give him credit for that because he tried minding his business for a long time. And he
Yeah.
finally had it. And you know, you know, we needed his support at the time to get our message out, and he stepped up.
Yep, 100%, man. Absolutely. Thank you, Smoke. I appreciate that too.
You know, plus there were others that stood behind us and gave us support. You know, Carlos, Maureen, Casparosa. You know, there was a bunch of people that, you know, showed a lot of support when he started attacking me and you.
Oh yeah, for sure. And Armand too.
Armand. Oh yeah, Jesus. I don't know why I always forget about Armand. I guess because he's not, you know, he's not always on here. Like if he was on right now, I would have remembered. But I apologize, Armand. I always leave you out because you were like the second one that he attacked after you comment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, it all started that night on Smokes that day when I think BK was on that night with us. When we just fucking got fed up and had enough. We had like a whole fucking marathon show on this motherfucker.
Yeah. Wasn't that yeah, really like you and Armand were the first two to just fucking tell him, you know, to stand up to him and show everyone that he's not the big bad bully that he thought he was. You know, I came in at the end, but no one expected me to back down from him anyway. So, you
No,
know, it wasn't like a surprise.
no.
But you guys, you know, made him look fucking stupid. And you know, and then you got a bunch of people that normally wouldn't normally work together to go against this guy, and everybody just came together.
Yep. Yeah, it was good. It was good. The message was finally sent. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And now we'll watch and see where all the fucking cockroaches that were in this chat fucking scattered to.
Well, listen, I don't know exactly what happened to him at this moment, but I do know there's like 5 or 6 other things in the works still that
Yeah.
haven't went into effect.
Yeah. I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure they all play a part in it though, you know. And if
Yeah.
you think things are bad now, whatever's going on, just fucking wait. That's all I'll say.
Yeah. I mean, it's hard to point the finger on who exactly is responsible for what happens to him because he's attacked so many people. He's got like fucking a dozen people reaching out to, you know, people that can help them with this situation, you know, whether it's law enforcement, lawsuits, or whatever, you know.
hmm Well, that's the funniest thing that the whole time, the guy would pick fights with people and he'd fucking rile somebody up. And then the minute you come back at him or say something to him, the first thing he does is threaten to sue somebody, go down to the police station, whatever the fuck, you know. But I'm glad everybody, did come together and Mo's absolutely right. It was definitely a group effort. A lot of people came together and just got fed up with this motherfucker and put a lot of work in, behind the scenes to do what needed to get done to just get rid of this scourge, man, because the guy's nothing but a parasite.
Yeah, and I forgot to mention Red as well. Red showed us a lot of support, and Edwin Carlos's brother, he showed us support. You know, if I'm missing anybody, I apologize.
Yeah, there's a lot of people. Thank you to everybody too.
Yeah, not just up on the screen, even behind the scenes.
Yep. And other channels too. A lot of people just had enough of the guy. I know Suge got his voodoo dolls going and shit like that. That shit was fucking
Oh
funny.
yeah, that too. Yeah. Other channels.
Yeah.
But you know what it was is, this guy, he succeeded in making himself disliked by everyone. Maybe there's like fucking 5 people in this whole fucking community that might actually like the guy.
Yeah, and do they really like him or do they just fucking talk?
Right, that too. Right, you gotta even doubt that.
I highly doubt anybody actually could like that motherfucker. I really have a hard time believing that.
Nah, I think every single person in here dislikes him, and the ones who pretend that they do is because they're afraid.
That's what I think it is. That's more or less what I believe it was. Because he's done it. Supposedly he was doing that shit to people, threatening them behind the scenes and shit like that. If they go anywhere, do something, this and that. Just typical scumbag shit. And I'm glad everything's coming to a head, I guess. And that people came together and just had enough of his shit.
Yeah, and where's his friends now? Fucking Chicago Muscle.
Oh, they all ran for the hills, boy.
Stone Sailor. How come they're not doing shows in support of their buddy? Disappearing. Keep the. I know if something happened to one of us and I had a show, I'd be doing shows fucking, sticking up for my friend and telling everybody, don't worry, he's all right, and he's just dealing with something, but he'll be back. We got his back. No, that's not the way it worked, and I knew it was going to be that way.
Yeah, that was only a matter of time. We already predicted that shit to come. And it's funny too, because if people remembered, we always said who the weak links were, and look what happened.
Mm-hmm.
That's why we never even bothered fucking addressing certain people, because it wasn't even fucking worth it. You just cut the head right off the snake, so to speak, and that was it.
Yeah, I'm wondering if there's a fucking, I don't know if there's a lawsuit or charges filed on him, according to the rumors. But I'm wondering if it is like a lawsuit. I'm wondering if Angel Gotti may have gotten served. She's been missing too.
Yeah, she hasn't been on either in like a week or so, right?
Yeah, I don't know if anything's happened, but she was. SoFlo was basically her attack dog, so maybe she got herself wrapped up into this.
It couldn't have happened to a nicer person.
Yeah, if it did happen.
Yeah, and if it didn't, hopefully it does. Fuck her. She's a pig too. How about that?
Mm-hmm.
What's up, Augie? How you doing? Good to see you, man. Happy New Year's. Thank you.
She's another one. She did basically what SoFlo did, but she destroyed her family name.
She continues to do that.
Right.
And I'm sure she will as long as she's on here.
Yep.
She's done a good job of that, that's for sure. Well, we got a lot of people joining us tonight. Thank everybody for being here. This first show of the New Year's. And I got one of the videos here for the tracks thing.
Yeah, go ahead. Play it.
Yeah. Let me add the share screen thing here 1 second. Because this is pretty crazy. Let me.
Yeah.
All right, here, check this out. This is nuts. I'm just trying to skip past the preview thing here because it's a waste of a couple seconds here. Hold on.
Yeah, all this time we thought Angel had pit bulls, but it turns out they're poodles.
Fucking chihuahuas. Not even fucking fucking chihuahua. The mini ones too. Not even the big chihuahuas. The little fucking tiny ones. Oh, as a.
Where's my money, bitch?
Look how calm this guy is. When someone's calm like that, you know they're doing something wrong. Let's continue.
Where's my money? I got this fucking bracelet. Where's my money? What are you gonna do, bitch? What are you gonna do?
You're going crazy.
Doc, you say VVS, I3, 14 karat, and you're using my name, you bitch! Yes.
Oh, that's crazy. So apparently they sold a customer some kind of bracelet saying it's VVS when it's not, and he's using Track's name on the bracelet. This is terrible. This will be bad for his image and brand. Of course he's pissed off.
6447. Thief! You fucking thief! Bitch! Stop. No.
This guy's calling the police, as you can see right there. This could be bad for Tracks if they call the police and they kick him out.
Get the fuck your hands off of me, bro! Get your fucking hands off of me, bro!
So this guy right here.
He's, yo.
So you see this guy right here on the video with the hat, Hal?
Yeah.
That's a guy named Benny. He's got a channel too. He just started recently, Benny the Jeweler. He's friends with this guy Moses. He's a real popular social media influencer and YouTuber that does videos in the Diamond District too. This is a good friend of his right here. They all do business with. He's trying to cut him down.
I'll tell you one thing. He may have saved his brand by doing this.
Oh yeah, this isn't the first. There's other clips that go along with this. There's another one that I saw. I'll try to find it afterwards where he goes back to this place and all the fucking all the jewelry showcase displays are all emptied out. The safe is open. The thing is cleared out, and he's in there going crazy. And he does a live stream. I don't know if it's on like Instagram or Twitter, something like that. And he's getting everybody that they've screwed over and robbed to go down to the address, and they're all going to put in a class action like lawsuit to sue him and shit like that too. So these guys been doing it for a while, supposedly, and got a whole bunch of people with it. And this channel right here is called The Urban Gear Man, and I'm getting this video from. It looks like he's doing commentary on it. I couldn't find the original one, so we'll just play this one so you can see what's going on here.
Yeah,
Max, I love you. Calm down. He's ready for the smoke. Nah, man, they're stealing from me. This is definitely a lawsuit.
Calm down.
Plus 47. You give me my money, bitch!
Did you hear him in the background? He's like, you're never going to see it. You're never going to see it. I don't know if you guys caught that.
Wow.
Well, let's check out what Trax has to say about the situation. Let him explain it.
This is the receipt from this disgusting company that pretends to be me, says they're Trax MIC, sells my customer a bracelet, rips them off, and rips them off on the gold. Shit, they're saying it.
Damn, they ripped him off on the gold too? I'm assuming this is the customer in the back. If you look at his face, this guy looks like, yo, I got ripped off.
14 karat gold. Well, we're going to test this bracelet right now. Start the test.
Yeah, so there's another video that I saw where he's with that guy that he's sitting with behind him right there, and they go back to that store, and he does a live stream from behind the display cases that are all emptied out, and the safe is empty. So there's two videos that they put up. I don't know where that one's at right now. It popped up in my feed earlier, but that's the customer that got ripped off, and this guy right here, Trax NYC. He gave the guy the cash and actually paid him the money back. I think he gave him like $20-something thousand in cash. I think like 21 or 22,000 he gave back to the guy just to keep his name in good standing because he felt bad about the situation. So,
Right.
10 karat gold. So did they say they were Trax NYC?
Yeah, he tried to portray. He tried to sell one of your products. He said that he ran out.
Right.
One of your rings that you purchased.
Right. That we sell. So you came with a picture of Trax MIC.
Yeah. I opened up the website for him.
And then he said he ran out, even though he has nothing to do with me other than to steal my customers all day long. These rats have done
Despicable.
that's crazy.
Oh, man, I hope they get what's coming to them.
this over and over and over again. And I tolerated it. And now they fucked them over on the carrot as well. Yo, Akai, you are fucking thieves, bro. The most disgusting people you'll ever see in your life. It's 64 West 47th Street. Akai is the booth. We're going to get our money back. $22,000 for me and for all the other customers they scammed. Pull up. We'll group together. will sue them and will take their property. 64 West 47th Street.
Rightfully
Don't
so.
let it slide. So this is
Rightfully so. Rightfully so. One thing I will say, I've seen in the grapevine people say that they got ripped off at Tracks NYC off a piece, but it looked.
Yeah, so I don't. Somebody was asking. I think Dux was asking how did he get over here? What to say? He said, how did his customer not know it wasn't Tracks? I don't know. I don't know exactly how it happened, but I guess he was poaching people on off of social media or off the website or something like that. And I think he was using his name on his advertisement online or something with that address. He was pretending like he was an affiliate with the guy, is what I believe happened. And then he was selling him shit under that name where he thinks he was dealing with Tracks and he wasn't, and he was ripping people off. So if anybody had an issue with anything, they were going back to him complaining about it, I guess. That's what the issue was.
And you got to remember, like, that guy Tracks would be crazy to make a scene like this if he wasn't being honest.
Oh yeah, no, it definitely happened. It's not the first time either. It's actually a crazy story. People that don't know, his partner that he started that business with was like a childhood friend of his. They grew up in the hood. I forget where he's from. I don't know if he's from the Bronx maybe or Brooklyn. I don't know. He's from one of the boroughs or whatever, and he grew up, pretty much from like an immigrant family, low income, didn't come from much, and pretty much, hustled and worked his way up to where he's at now, which is, in a really good spot. And his partner that he started the company with was like a childhood friend, and he ripped him off and robbed him for like $1 million last year. He like cleaned out the safe and did all kinds of fucked up shit to the guy. So,
Wow.
yeah, he's had a lot of like, really messed up stuff happen to him, and he does a lot of like vlogs and stuff on his YouTube channel and shit like that. So. He goes over and talks about all of it. I know a couple times I've seen on there where people, because they send a lot of their jewelry out to get like custom made at places too. They'll like sub out work or like cleaning or assembly and stuff like that. And I've seen them stealing, diamonds or like gold pieces and shit like that. It seems to be a lot of headaches in that business. I can only imagine though. A lot of shady characters in that diamond district.
Yeah, I mean, that fucking diamond district, is dangerous, because there are a lot of crooks there. And it sounds like this guy Tracks did a lot to build up his name. And then, all of the swindlers swooped in and are trying to swindle people using his good name.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. I don't know exactly how they were explaining it, how he was stealing the customers. I'm assuming he was doing it via social media somehow.
Well, if he's advertising a product that came from Tracks, then and that person goes to him to buy that product, that's stealing the customer.
Yeah. Yeah, that diamond district is fucking shady, man. I've seen them do all kinds of stuff. I've heard of people getting ripped off, like, the magnet trick, right?
No.
They do with the scales. If you put a magnet on the back of like a digital scale and stuff like that, when you put anything on top of the scale, it'll pull down like it's adding more weight to it. So for instance, if they take a chain, they put it on there and it says it weighs 80 grams or whatever. If they put a magnet underneath the scale, the magnet's going to be pulling down on the metal that's in the scale to make it seem heavier. So it'll say like 112. So then they're selling you gold at 112 grams when really it's only 80 because they had a magnet underneath the fucking scale.
Right. But yeah, another thing too with those people in the diamond district, they all do sell each other's jewelry.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
If they get a customer looking for a specific type of ring or something or a bracelet and they don't have it, they'll go to another vendor and bring them over and show you their product and, make a commission on it.
Yeah, a lot of that happens with watches, especially.
Yeah, I do because back in the day, Anthony Carrazzo had a little stand in the Diamond District. So did Jimmy Burke's daughter.
Oh,
and, yeah, back in the day, and I've been there a bunch of times, and I see how they operate.
Yeah, it's a shady place, man. You can definitely get caught down there for sure.
Yeah, we were gonna try and do a score out there one time, dressed as Hasidic Jews, but we never got around to doing it.
Oh, that's actually a good cover. I remember. Was it the Diamond District? That's what 47th Street, I think, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, 47th. Yeah. I remember. Did you see the guys that dressed up like Hasidic Jews that did that murder in broad daylight down there?
It was there that they did the murder. I know I saw a Hasidic Jew kill somebody in the street.
No,
But-
no, it wasn't. It wasn't there per se or whatever. It was in New York though. I forget exactly where it was. I don't know if it was in Manhattan or in one of the boroughs or something like that. I think it was like a gang, like a blood gang member or something like that. They paid somebody to kill someone and they dressed up like Hasidic Jews.
Oh, okay.
And I
Yeah,
think they
I mean,
got away with it too.
It's not like, it's not like an idea that we came up with. That's like a common thing. People dressing up to commit these type of crimes.
Yeah, no, it's a great cover down there too because there's so many of them and they all look the same with the outfits and shit that they wear with the curls and everything. So it'd be hard to fucking identify somebody, really.
Right, and the thing, and the whole key was, to get up to the office where they had the safe, and we were gonna be recommended, and the guy who was supposed to recommend us, I guess maybe he got cold feet,
Yeah.
so it never went down.
Yeah, Mo said she wants to see you dressed like a Hasidic Jew.
No, I actually, I wasn't gonna be one of the Hasidic Jews. I was gonna be on the outside.
Oh, okay. That would be funny though. If you see Howie walking up, Ripper, if you see Howie walking up like a Hasidic Jew, you better start running, bro. They got them in Miami too. They're all over the place down there. They got a huge Jewish community.
One of my partners. He had a costume already. He's done, he's did other types of crimes with
the
outfit. Yeah.
Oh, that's great. I remember the first time one time I went down there. I think it was one of the first times I went down there back in like, I don't know, maybe 08, 09, something like that. And we were on our way going to the hotel, and they were coming across the causeway, the Hasidic Jews. It was like 85 degrees out, and these dudes are dressed in like 5-piece suits and shit with the hats and everything. Meanwhile, I had to get off and change clothes because it was so fucking hot, and they're walking around in like 5-piece suits and winter jackets and shit. I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with these people?
Yeah, one of my partners, his name was Frank Bohm, Bohm.
Yeah, I've heard that name before.
And he was at the time when he was working with us, he was like 20 years older than us. But he had done like 20 years for a murder. And anyway, he was from the neighborhood, and that was his forte, man. Every time we did like a home invasion or something, he was always like the front guy, and he always wore disguises.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, because he was naturally bald.
Oh right.
So he always wore like a wig and, glasses with a beard and a mustache taped to his face. And it was funny because like, I remember like on one of the robberies, there being like a police sketch of one of the assailants, and it was him, but with the fucking hair.
Did it look anything like him?
No.
No? Oh. So he had a good fucking cover then.
Yeah, that's why he did it. That's why most of the time he was the the front guy, because he was disguised.
Yeah, that's funny. What's up, Ruben? Happy New Year's, man. Good to see you. Thanks for stopping by. That's funny, man. I got the clip right here actually from the news. They won't hit me for playing the news, right?
I don't know about the news.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I can't.
We're gonna
I know
find
how.
out.
Yeah, that I don't know about. But I mean, I do see people doing a lot of commentary on a news article, or like some of these police videos. They'll play the if there was like if it was on the news, the crime, they'll play it. But I don't know how that works.
I guess there's only one way to find out, right?
Yeah, what's the worst thing that can happen? You just cut it out.
Yeah, fuck it. If I gotta edit it out later, I will. So this is the murder where the guys did the shooting in the Bronx or whatever. Let me see. Let me pull it up right here.
Yeah, one of our favorite days of the year was Halloween.
Oh yeah, because everybody's dressed up. Yeah.
Yep.
I would tell people too, man. I would tell everybody, like, you know, if you aren't expecting company and you're out, you're trying to do something, somebody knocks on your door, rings your doorbell, don't answer that shit, man. Because people, that's when you would get the home invasions. They would happen on a regular basis. I know a lot of people that got like that too.
Yeah. If you see for like 4 people wearing costumes and they're the size of an adult, don't fucking open the door.
Don't open your fucking door, man. No. And I will warn people, and they wouldn't fucking listen. And next thing you know, the day later, I'll be finding I'll be getting a phone call and shit like, "Oh, you won't believe what happened last night." I'm like, "You don't even have to tell me, stupid. I already know." You know what I mean? I already know what happened. You're stupid ass. So here, check this out real quick. This is crazy. So this is from the news.
Someone is saying you can play the news. It's important to make the content transformative in nature by pausing to do commentary every few seconds.
Oh, okay. Oh, and thank you very much to Joe. I appreciate that, man. Thanks for the donation. Happy New Year to you too. Very much appreciated. If anybody else would like to donate, support the channel, I got the info at the bottom of the screen here. Thank you guys very much. And if you want to be anonymous, just let me know in the note on there, and I'll make sure I won't say your name or anything. So I appreciate that, guys. So here, check this out. This is pretty crazy. Apparently, I didn't know. Apparently, they finally picked them up. This is from 2021. I guess they actually arrested the people. I guess it was unsolved for a while. So this is on NBC News. Check this out.
Murder charges for an execution-style killing in Queens, and all of it caught on surveillance camera in September.
Oh yeah, that's the one I was talking
2021.
about.
That gunman, police say, dressed up to look like a Hasidic Jew, and was apparently waiting for his victim to show up. And when he did, you saw him run across the street and shoot him in the back of the head. That suspect then ran back to his car and took off. And News 4's Adam Harding is live at the police precinct in Ozone Park with details on this.
So look at that. So this was in Ozone Park. Do you remember what year this was?
I don't remember what year, but that's my neighborhood.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering. If you were
2021. Suspect killer arrested in 2021. So
yeah, it was unsolved for a while though. So I think this video is from when they finally found out who did it. I'm sure somebody told on him and shit like that. So 2021. Yeah. I don't know what year the actual murder took place. I was trying to look at the cars to see, like, you know, how old the cars were, but it's kind of, you can't really tell with these cars that are out here.
What in like 2008, 2009, when I was still on the street, I was getting blamed for fucking shit that I didn't do. You know, like I was a suspect in a couple murders that I didn't do.
Yeah, and what wound up happening with that?
Well, they realized I didn't do it, you know, because I was cooperating at the time. And they asked me, did you do it? I said, no, I didn't do it. And I was able to prove where I was. So they knew it wasn't me.
Oh, yeah. You're talking about like with the pizza one or like that other guy?
Yeah, they said I killed the guy's son during a home invasion and he was a cop.
Yeah.
And I was already cooperating at the time. So
yeah,
the thing was the guy who set up the score, I was doing business with him on, you know, other things. And, you know, I guess they decided that maybe I was involved.
Yeah, well, luckily you had a good alibi and you were in a position you were in. Otherwise you'd be going down for fucking murders probably.
Right. And then there's the other guy, the elderly guy who I allegedly killed, that was just a made-up lie by one of my co-defendants.
Yeah, what was the story with that? Was that just something he completely made up out of thin air? Was there actually somebody like behind that?
Well, my co-defendant was Tony Muscatello, right? He had a cousin named Tony Muscatello. There's a lot of Tony Muscatellos back in the neighborhood.
Yeah.
So Tony Muscatello, the cousin, had told me a story that he heard about my partner, that my partner had done a home invasion and they killed an elderly guy during the home invasion.
Uh-huh.
So when I was cooperating, obviously I have to, you know, you have to debrief and tell all, you know. So I let them know about that. And, you know, based on the story that was told to me, you know, it was done in Richmond Hill, and around a certain area, and the feds weren't able to find any elderly man killed during that time frame, during a home invasion.
Oh, okay.
So, basically, Tony Muscatello, my co-defendant, was telling the story as if I was involved, but I wasn't involved.
Gotcha. So, so apparently that was the murder. What the way we were reading it, apparently the murder was 2021. This video was from 2023 though.
And Channel 4 News is the channel?
Not NBC News. Oh yeah, NBC News Channel 4, I guess. Yeah.
Okay, wasn't someone else playing it?
No, this
Okay.
is directly from them, NBC New York. Yeah.
How did they catch him?
I don't know. I can play the rest of it, but it says that the guy was Ron Redick or something, or Ron Reeder from Teaneck, New Jersey, 53 years old, supposedly.
Right.
Let me.
Yeah, I'm curious to know if they caught him, based on cameras and shit.
Yeah, well, that part was on camera. Let me see. Let me play the rest of it and see what it says. Let me see if they say anything about how it happened. But yeah, that just goes to show you right there, though, with the guy that tried putting you on stuff. It's like other people on here that claim that they've killed people or committed murders or try to pin other people for shit. Like the feds are gonna investigate it. You know what I mean? Like what's his name? The fucking asshole that said he killed the Pope there.
Oh, that fucking idiot.
Fucking Ramundi or whatever. When he comes on, he says he killed all these people, and people wonder, how come the guy never got arrested or indicted for none of this? Do you think the feds ever look into it and shit like that? It's like, well, no, because they know first of all he's full of shit. But I'm sure they went and looked at it. Like they're not just gonna hear somebody committed a murder and not check it out.
And the other thing is that we're able to talk about things because we have coverage, because we cooperated. These guys, they're talking about shit that they did and then don't have coverage. So it's a lie.
Yeah, because there's no statute of limitations on murders.
Right.
It's not like if you were saying, you were selling drugs or like you robbed somebody, whatever. If it was, 15, 20 years ago, well, you got away with it. There's nothing they could really do about it,
Well,
Unless like a RICO or something, that's different.
In the United States, they have these cameras. I think they call them flock cameras.
They what? The what?
They're called flock camera.
What's that? I never heard of that.
They're license plate scanners.
Oh, right.
And they're like everywhere, and they can search through the data. If you were in a certain area and you pass that camera, that you can search through the computer if your car was in that area. And I watched the video on how they solved this murder. They were triangulating, where the cars were and stuff like that, and the cell phones, and that's how they solved the case.
Well, yeah, now that they got AI, it's even fucking better.
Yeah, it's like literally, you leave your house in the morning. It doesn't matter what the fuck kind of disguise you put on. They can follow you driving to where you put the disguise on, doing the crime, and taking the disguise off and driving back home, more or less.
Yeah, I know it's almost impossible to get away with anything these days.
Yeah,
you have to be crazy.
Even if you switch cars, they'll catch you switching cars. Even if you go into an area where they can't see you switching cars, they're gonna see some type of vehicle come out of there, and they'll just follow that vehicle to your fucking house.
Yeah, I've seen that shit happen way too many times. I know somebody even before they really had, because a lot of the camera stuff, I would say within the last 5 years, it's gotten really, really good. Excuse me. But even, 10, 15 years ago, I know somebody that got arrested because they went through a fucking toll.
Yeah, right, because the toll actually takes a photo of you in the car.
Yep, they got a picture of you in the car with your license plate, the whole thing, and that's how he got arrested. Was from a
real quick on the video that I was talking about. They actually showed the victim's car and the assailant's car on each side of the highway, and they were basically passing each other during a certain time of the day. And how they solved the case, some of the case was because the assailant's car got picked up by these cameras is as being in the vicinity or being on the block of the crime. And it turned out that the guy was trying to kill a guy who was seeing his ex-girlfriend, and basically his ex-girlfriend was setting him up. And it was just like amazing, like how you just can't get away with anything anymore.
No, you can't. You could even plan it perfectly, you know. Then you got to worry about Murphy's Law striking.
Yeah, and the girl and the assailant, they were using a third-party fucking app, and they were still able to get all the text messages through the third-party app.
Wow.
So I don't know. I would think it's safe to say that all of these apps that are advertising, like no one's going to be able to get your information or communication with someone else.
Yeah, like the encrypted ones, and then
Yeah.
encryption shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
That only works if the people don't get the device in their hands. If they get the device in their hands, you're fucked. That only works.
Right.
That stuff only
Right.
works for like wiretaps and shit like that.
Right. Like, yeah,
They don't
right.
even waste their time. They don't. The
Right,
cops
if
don't
they-
waste their time doing that anymore.
What do you mean they don't waste their time anymore?
Like on a wiretap and shit like that, because, well, I just know like when a couple of my people that I know, like, we never got caught on wires or nothing like that, and I remember when my boy got picked up, they never caught on wires. Well, we would change our phones every fucking 2 weeks. You know what I mean? Usually by the time you get so what I'm saying is that they have to go and file a search warrant, right, to get a wiretap on somebody's phone, right? But they know if people know that you're changing your phones all the time, or you're using end-to-end encryption, or a lot of people that don't know this, if you do now, if you go on like an iPhone, for example, right? If you go on FaceTime, they can't wiretap a FaceTime call. So if I don't know, well, you probably don't know, you've been on the street for a while, but more recently and shit, if you wanted to make a phone call or say something, you would just go on your iPhone and go on FaceTime and make a call like that, because they can't wiretap a FaceTime call. Or if you use apps like, Signal or something like that. Before they had Signal, they had another app called like Wicker. You know what I mean? They can't get wiretaps on none of that shit.
Well, the thing is you're talking about ongoing investigations.
Yeah.
This was a spur of the moment murder, and they basically got all their info based on text messages.
But I'm saying they were going through like a regular text, like back and forth, is what I'm saying.
No, they were using a third party to text each other, and that's what they got the text messages. They didn't listen to any phone calls.
Yeah, but it was between the people that were setting up the hit, right?
No, but what I'm saying is like if they're going after a criminal organization, they are going to try to wiretap some of the phones.
Oh yeah, but I'm saying if you're being safe, that's what I was saying. If you're being safe, a lot of the times they're not even going to waste their time trying to do it, because they know that they're not going to get anything. If you're being careful,
right? If they're not recording, of course they're not going to be able to get a past conversation.
Yeah, or even the messages and shit like that, they can't get anything off of that. My question is this: when you're saying they were using like these third-party apps or whatever, they were using them from their actual cell phones, though.
Right? Yeah, and they caught the cell phone.
That's the problem. They weren't on burner phones and shit like that. The phones were linked to them. They were just using a third-party app, like WhatsApp, shit like that, basically.
That's what I'm saying. Like every case is different.
Yeah. They obviously weren't fucking experienced criminals. They were just fucking idiots trying to.
This was like a spur of the moment fucking jealousy murder,
Yeah, and those are usually the ones where the people that get away with like the crimes that go like unsolved and shit like that. You know why a lot of the reason why crimes go unsolved, like unsolved murders and shit like that, it's because the people that did the crimes or carried out the murders don't have any connection to the people that got killed.
Right.
The reason people get in trouble is because they either directly set up something to get somebody killed, or the person that kills them is somebody that they know, because they're going to investigate the people that are around you or people you might have problems with and shit like that. when somebody goes and does one of these, off the cuff, robbery, murders and stuff in a random place or whatever, those usually go unsolved because the people have no relationship to one another. So unless they got caught on camera or there were two people there and one of them gets caught for something else and tells on the other person, those crimes usually never get solved because they have no relation to these people.
Right.
I was watching. Did you see any of the news on that the guy from the Bonanno family there, the father that got killed by his own son or whatever it was? Is it told?
Yeah, by McDonald's. Yeah.
Yeah. Did you catch up on any of that case? I was watching something on it the other day. That shit is fucking crazy.
No, I didn't really follow it.
The son tried killing his own father, I think like 6 different times, they said.
Oh yeah, I knew about that, but I didn't, I know about the case, but I didn't really get into the details.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, I was watching somebody had done like a 15 20 minute videos on it or whatever. And I was watching some of it, and I couldn't believe the information that was coming out. Now, the crazy thing is, during one of the shootings, right? This is before, obviously, the father got killed. I think it was like the second or third time the assassination attempt didn't work. At the scene of the crime, he was standing on video talking to the cops in the news, giving him a description and shit of the guys that tried to kill him. And he's telling the cop that it looked like the same guy that tried killing me the last time.
Right.
Now, if this is on the news and he's talking to the cops like that, and this is supposed to be somebody that's involved in, organized crime with the Bonanno family and shit like that, wouldn't that cause him some fucking problems? I mean, that's basically fucking snitching, no?
Yeah, yeah.
So I never knew that happened. The clip that this guy was playing, I never saw it before. That was the first time I ever saw it. You know what I mean?
Right.
And I'm listening to it, and I'm like, well, hold on a second. This guy's supposed to be involved with the Bonanno family. He's, a big shot. I don't think he was made, but I think he was like a high-ranking associate. You know what I mean? And he's up there giving the descriptions of the people that were trying to kill him and saying it was the same people as the last time that they tried killing me, this and that. And I'm like, what the fuck? I thought that was pretty crazy.
Well, for all you mob fanatics out there, according to some information I have, obviously it's it's not a fact.
Allegedly.
I got it from a reliable source who's got a lot of ears to the ground. Allegedly, Alphonse Trucchio is off the shelf. He's bookmaking again. And all of those guys are hanging out by Skinny Dom's old club. You've heard other people mention that before. Like Gene Gotti, Ronnie One Arm. So I guess Alphonse's father coming out of prison and Joe Carrazzo dying and Bobby Glasses dying, they took him off the shelf.
Yeah, no, I was curious before when Ronnie got out, if he was still going to have any influence or what was going to happen, because he couldn't have been happy that his son got shelved, obviously, And
right.
I was curious to see what happened, and then especially like you said, after JoJo had just recently passed away, because him and Bobby were the primary reasons why he got shelved in the first place.
Exactly, right.
Yeah, so now they're not around anymore. They passed away. Rest in peace.
Right. Plus, all these other guys are in their 80s now. What do they give a fuck,
Yeah. Well, so I guess what I was gonna say is what I was gonna ask is, I find it a little bit, I don't know if it's strange, I guess, whatever, but for people that don't know, Ronnie One Arm, when he caught his case that gave him the life sentence down in Florida, I think it was in Tampa or something, right? Or out of Tampa or so.
Yeah, Tampa.
Yeah. So when he gets picked up on that case and gets indicted, I think it was was it the same case as A-Light, or was it like a separate indictment that he got charged in? Do you know?
Well, A-Light was part of the case. The Young Guns, Ronnie.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a conspiracy case. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So that was the case when A-Light fled and went to Brazil. We all know about, and Ronnie winds up taking his case to trial, and Jojo Carrazzo's son, Joseph Carrazzo, the lawyer, was representing him in that case, and he wasn't able to make opening statements for his trial. So Ronnie got up in front of court and gave his own opening statement to the court in front of the jury. And he had told the court and the jury basically that he didn't understand why, what he was doing in court, that he didn't have any part in this case, and that he turned around and put all the blame on Junior Gotti and John Alite. Now, obviously, to anyone else that's wondering, that would basically be considered, snitching, even though you can't use any information from an opening statement against anybody, legally. He's still in there openly telling information on somebody who was allegedly a made member in organized crime in the same family. So the fact that he didn't get shelved over that or anything happened to him, what do you make of that?
That they didn't. The mob is full of shit. They're hypocrites. They didn't care because Ronnie was only throwing Alite and the Young Guns under the bus, and they weren't anyone at the time significant to the Gambino family. So, it was okay for him to do that because he wasn't hurting anyone else, which is a total fucking totally against the rules. And if it was like in the 50s, 60s, or the 70s, or maybe even in the 80s, something like that, you couldn't do that. Ronnie wouldn't get away with that. But he must have had some support from the higher ups.
Okay, yeah. So that was going to be my next question, because I'm under the assumption that because of the fact that Joseph Carrazzo, the attorney, JoJo's son, was his lawyer during that case, is that he must have gotten that message cleared through the higher ups.
Yeah, of course.
Nicky and all them.
Yeah, and probably part of their reason is because you can't use an opening statement against anyone.
Right.
Shit like that. But they did that shit to Ronnie and Joseph Carrazzo, the attorney. They gave Tyler Barker permission to do a Queen for the Day on the case that had to do with Joel Kane, because this guy Anthony Christopher was related to Tyler Barker's son's mother, and they were at a house at some type of gathering together in the same house, and I believe like Joel Kane had wanted Todd to pass a message to Anthony Christopher. And anyway, it became an issue, and they were trying to rope Ronnie into it, and they basically gave Tyler Barker permission to do the Queen for the Day to basically clear Ronnie, and whoever else didn't have anything to do with it. And then when JoJo came out of prison, they left Todd hanging. They didn't, they denied telling him to do it. And for that reason, Todd didn't get straightened out. He'll probably get straightened out when he comes home from this murder case. But, he should have been straightened out in the early 2000s with the rest of them.
Right. So that's what I was going to ask you next. Do you think that now that JoJo's, passed away, or what happens with the whole Queen for the Day that he got, since those guys can't really even go to bat for him either, though?
Well, when I was talking to Todd back in 2009, Louis Mastrangelo was working on getting that straightened out, and according to Todd, he was going to get straightened out, but then he got locked up for the murder.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he said, because they shot him down a couple of times, and it wasn't fair to him because he would have never did the Queen for the Day if it wasn't for Ronnie and Joseph Carrazzo Jr. And this is all according to Todd. So I don't,
right.
This is all alleged. And
well, you'd have to assume that if those guys knew about that he sat for a Queen for the Day prior and they were still hanging out with him in the street, that he must have got okayed for it then.
No, right, yeah, of course, it's true because he didn't get chased. He still was a part of the family as an associate. So it's just that when it came time to when his name got passed around, they used that against him to shoot him down, and it wasn't right. And it just shows the hypocrisy of the mob. They, it's like fucking. How's that expression go? Don't do as I do, do as I say.
I do,
Yeah. Like they'll enforce the rules on you when it's convenient for them, but they'll break them when it's convenient for them. Also,
Yeah, I just find it. I guess I find it interesting. Like, so if he's back off the shelf now, wait, did he get put in somebody's crew then? Do we know or no?
oh, I don't know. I mean, I would imagine he's also hanging out by Dom's club where Gene, Ronnie, Nikki, Skinny Dom, where all of those guys stay. So he might be. Who knows? Maybe his father was uh, appointed captain again, and he might be with his father.
Yeah, see, that's pretty crazy then. So what happens with somebody, because he basically got a compassionate release from his life sentence. Obviously nobody ever planned on him seeing the light of day, as Joe was saying here earlier. So what happens with that when somebody gets a compassionate release and then they find out that you're in a social club hanging out with, notorious organized crime figures? You know what I mean? How does that work?
Well, as long as you're not on fucking supervised release, they can't do anything about it unless you commit a crime.
Yeah, when you get compassionate release, though, you're not on supervised release no more. They just let you go. You don't have to get.
Well, that's what I don't know. Maybe he had a certain amount of time, or maybe he didn't have supervised release.
Right.
Maybe it was time served. So. But he ain't hanging out in that social club on supervised release. That I'll tell you right now.
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering though. That can't work out well for him. Well, listen, I wish him the best of luck. I don't know if that's such a good idea for the guys, but they're gonna do what they want. You know what I mean?
But yeah, that's what I heard over the New Year.
Interesting news.
It kind of makes sense, but like all these older guys now, they're just there's no murdering, so you can't enforce fucking enforce laws without murder as being the penalty. And I would imagine all they're concerned about now is just making sure those envelopes keep flowing up. And
Yeah,
I was always a big earner, and now he's back doing bookmaking, and you can bet me that his business is going to be a big one eventually.
Yeah, no, I'm sure his father coming home was a huge relief for him in that aspect. I don't think if he comes home that ever happens, obviously,
Right, because you don't, I'm sure he had people within the family, kind of like pushing for him. I know he had good relationships with some of the people in the Sicilian faction. Obviously, there's people that, have a lot of respect for his father on the American side as well. So, but no, and there's no more pushback. Like, if Joe was still alive or Bobby was still alive and you try to do that, they're going to step up and put a stop to it.
Yeah, I would imagine so, yeah.
Yeah, so at this point, there's no pushback from anyone, unless somebody really feels that loyal to Joe or Bobby Glasses. And, what are they going to do? They're going to go against, 5 or 6 of the fucking top guys in the family, because they want to stay loyal to someone who passed away's wishes.
And I have to assume that in that case that Nicky Carrazza is probably the person that had to okay that, considering that was his brother and stuff like that, and he'd probably be the one that had to do that. So it's probably a power play on his end too, because it gains favor with those guys.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, what does Nicky care if he's off the shelf or not? That's a bigger envelope for him.
Yeah, no, it would make sense. I think it would be smart if he did that. You know what I mean?
Of course, it's a smart move.
Yeah, that's what I think. So I think it's a power play by him. Very strategic. Hey, Armand, here's the link if you want to hop on if you're not doing nothing. But we're just bullshit and catching up on a few things.
A big part of the reason why Al got shelved was because he was really disrespectful to Joseph, the attorney.
Right. And that statement that he made or whatever in court, right?
Yeah, the statement that he made, but the nail in his coffin was fucking disrespecting Joseph Carrazzo Jr.
Right. Joe said, even compassionate release, they can tie in supervised or parole. He has a bunch of bodies. He must have some kind of limitations in his deal.
No, he ain't hanging out in a social club with some type of parole or supervised release. It ain't happening.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I gotta assume though the fact that other people are talking about it and they know. I mean, they gotta be aware of what's going on. And I couldn't assume that if he was, he'd be on the street for long. I don't think he'd do that.
No, it's impossible. The day he steps foot in that club, they're putting his fucking ass right back into jail if he's on supervised release or parole. You think they're fucking happy that he got out?
No, that's what I'm saying. They'd be salivating if he was that stupid. And he's not that stupid. There's no fucking way. He's been around a long time. He's not that dumb.
Right. I mean, that's not a situation, where you're going to be like, fuck it, I don't give a shit, and go and do it. All right, you do it, you're going to go back to jail.
Yeah. And he already got a second chance at life, so that'd be about the dumbest thing somebody could do.
Yeah, but Joey A, he's in the social club, okay, with Gene Gotti, Skinny Dom, Nicky Carrazzo, and I'm sure others. That all of those guys right there are on. When you're on parole or supervised release, you have a list of people you can't be seen with or associate with.
Yeah,
all of those guys are on his list.
Yeah, you can't even associate with him. You can't even. There's been people that got violated just for bumping into somebody at a restaurant and saying hello.
Yeah, exactly.
So he's been out. What? When did he get out? Like 2 years ago now, something like that.
I'm surprised too if he's got nothing on his release, Joe. But I don't know how those compassionate releases work. Obviously, if you're too sick to do time, maybe you're too sick to, be under supervised release and having to report and, get a job and all of that shit. So I really don't know how that works.
Yeah, Gene's not on any restrictions. He did his whole time. He maxed out. He's good. He don't have nothing. We figured that out a while ago. So we were mistaken about that too because of something Angel had said.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Gene Gotti for sure. He's not on anything to be there as well.
Yeah, no, he's not. Somebody had a question. Hey, Hal, I gotta grab a drink. My throat's bothering me. Somebody has a question right here. If you can read it, I'll be right back in 1 minute.
What? I thought Gene Gotti had restrictions. Listen, if Gene Gotti,
it's on the screen from Soto. He said any action up on Union Turnpike by St. John's in the 80s. I'll be right back.
Not that I know of. I mean, the only thing I know, any type of action on Union Turnpike and Queens Boulevard where the FBI office is. But no, I don't know, what you're looking for. Like any incidents? No, I don't remember any in the 80s. Carmine S. Howie. What's up, Carmine? Do you remember if JoJo put a hit on Anthony Capo, the Cavalcanti guy? No, I don't remember that, and I probably wouldn't have known about it at the time anyway. JoJo was like that. You were only on a need-to-know basis with him. He didn't speak other people's business or family business.
Yeah, thanks.
But yeah.
What did Mo say? Fish, don't speak to me. Good for fuck's sake.
Fish is in the chat. Kick his fucking ass out. I can't stand that motherfucker.
Yeah, well, I don't even see him in here. Where the fuck is he? Somebody probably already shot him in the head. Or yeah, I don't know. If somebody knows who he is, get him the fuck out of here. The guy's a fucking asshole. He's overstayed his welcome one too many times. That guy, you get the fuck out of here.
How much time did Ronnie actually do? Do you remember off the top of your head?
That case was from like 2003, I believe. So at least like what, 20?
Oh yeah, that's right. He got locked up. In 2003. So
yeah,
from
20 something years, 21, 22 years, something, 20 years.
Yeah.
He did a chunk.
I'm sure we could find out for sure if he had any probation afterwards. But if he did, maybe it was for a couple months. I don't know. I mean, you're not hanging out at a social club on supervised release or parole.
Yeah, no, it's impossible. All right, Armand, sounds good. He said he's going to hop on in a few. He's grabbing a sec. Hey, did you see this? How it popped up in my thing earlier? Because I know we get a lot of the same recommended like videos and shit on YouTube. I thought maybe if you saw this, you'd get a kick out of it. You see the they did like the biggest bank heist in history. They fucking blew a hole through the wall and stole 30 million out in Germany.
No, I didn't see it, but that sounds good.
Yeah, I saw it earlier. These guys, they broke into some bank. They did some heist or something for 30 million in cash, gold, and jewelry and shit like that. Like 2 days ago.
Yeah, they probably had the schematics of the place and architectural paperwork to know exactly where to put that hole in the wall.
Oh, they had the whole fucking layout. Yeah, I want to see if I can. Maybe I can pull it up real quick. You got to see what they did to this place, man. They fucking, they must have had, here, let me see. You got to see the holes and everything. The thing that I don't understand, right, is that in this day and age, in 2025, well, now 2026, we'll say, is how the fuck are people able to get into banks like that and rob them and get away with it with all the technology and all the shit that they have now? You would figure that would be something that was,
Well, it probably was done on a clock. Depending on where the sensors are, and obviously they're not opening up a door. If they blow a hole in there inside the safe, depending on where the bank is, you have like if a bank is near like a train station or someplace where there's a lot of vibrations, they're not going to have vibration detectors, so you can bang on the walls and the alarm is not going to go off. Because if they did, they'd be going off every 5 minutes every time a train passed by. So it all depends on what type of system they had. If they had vibration sensors, then as soon as they bang through the wall, the alarms are going to go off. I really don't know the story, but if they blew a hole exactly into the safe, you still have like fucking 3 minutes and change until the call hits. At least that's the way it works in New York. And in 3 minutes, you can empty out a fucking safe.
yeah, and just pray that there's no fucking cops directly around there.
Right.
I guess it would be smart, to call in like a fake fucking shooting or fucking have somebody, pop a couple shots across town.
That's how we used to do the Best Buys in the Circuit Cities. We used to go through the back door and work on a clock. We couldn't take the system down, but we knew the call wasn't going to come over until the 3 minute mark or so. So at 2 minutes, 50 seconds, we were on our way out after we loaded up huge hockey bags full of the items that we wanted, like Apple products, cameras, shit like that.
Yeah. No, yeah, it's got to be fucking, the adrenaline's got to be flowing for that shit, huh?
Oh, yeah.
So here, check this out. This is it looks like they cut a fucking hole right into the actual safe itself, right into the vault from the backside of the building, it looks like. This is pretty wild.
Oh, yeah, so they had a lot of time then, I guess.
That's what I'm wondering. Obviously.
Well, back when I remember I was supposed to go on a bank job, but I had wind up starting to cooperate, so I couldn't actually go on the bank job. I was going to go on a bank job with Jonathan Moscuzio and some guys from his part of Brooklyn. And, I didn't actually get to do the job, but I know how the jobs work. And they used to get the schematics and, they knew exactly where the safety deposit boxes were. So when they put the hole into the roof of the bank, they were actually dropping into the room where the safety deposit boxes are. And, obviously, the best thing to do is to try to find the banks that are near, places where there's going to be a lot of vibration, so they won't have the the vibration sensors in the walls. And they basically just cut through the roof, put a black tarp over them so you can't see, from the sky like that anything's going on, and just drop down and break open all the safety deposit boxes and leave. So, some of these banks, they don't have sensors inside the safety deposit box because, and all cameras, because people go in there, they expect privacy.
Right. Yeah, true. Yeah, there's no cameras and shit like that, isn't there, right?
Right.
I would just figure that this day and age it would be.
And a lot of times too, like if the sensors went off, they would just sit tight, and usually the cops would come and do a perimeter check. And if everything checked out, they'd just leave. Then if it went off again, they'd come again, and they would just chalk it up to a faulty alarm. We used to do that too, set off alarms on purpose.
Yeah, just wait till they checked it out a few times and then go back. Right?
Exactly. And then once they didn't come back, we made entry.
Yeah, so check this out. It's just like a minute or so. It's pretty wild, man.
After an elaborate bank heist. This photo of the vault showing the aftermath. Layers of thick concrete missing from the wall, along with prized possessions of the customers who believed nowhere else could be safer. Anger outside the bank as they shouted, "Let us in," locked out of their safe deposit boxes at Sparkasse Bank. The thieves, using the quiet holiday period to break in, made off with at least $11 million worth of money and valuables, according to police. This man's had a safe deposit box here for 25 years. Inside his box, his retirement savings. The bank saying like that the vast majority of the 3,200 boxes.
It looks like they went in from a building connected to it.
Yeah, you see behind it, it's hard to tell what's behind that entry wall right there. Yeah. I don't know if it's another building, like a room behind there.
Like that room right there doesn't look like a safety deposit room.
No, it looks like wood shelves and shit like that.
Right. So they must have got into that store. Like we did the Apple store like that. There was a store next door that was being remodeled, and we went in through the wall from the store next door. And it looks like that's what they did here. They went into a wall from a building right next to it. And that's how they did it.
Yeah, do you see if you zoom in a little bit that they literally look like they're on like wood shelves and shit like that? Like, what the fuck kind of security is this shit? That's crazy. They're calling it a vault, but really it's just a brick room, it looks like.
No, what I'm saying is that are those safety deposit boxes on the shelves?
Yeah, those are all the empty ones. They busted them all open. They're just sitting there.
Okay, so but then on the other side of that hole is where they came in through.
Yeah. But I'm saying just the fact that the boxes themselves are not even like built-ins or nothing. They're just on like wood shelves, it looks like. That's fucking weird, no?
Yeah, well, they never expect anyone to be able to break in there, so.
They found that out the fucking hard way, huh?
It just says that the bank is probably really old.
Yeah, it's got to be, yeah. Just outdated and shit. So it's definitely targeted then. Now these people are saying 11 million. The one that I saw, it said 30 million. So I don't know how much it is.
Yeah, you're never gonna know exactly. This is the amount that was in there is all going to be based on what the people tell them it was in there.
Well, I was just wondering that too, because obviously, I don't know how insurance works or whatever, right? But since there isn't cameras inside these safety deposit boxes and shit, say you had like, heirlooms or jewelry or, valuable cards or something, whatever, and shit, you'd have to like prove that they were actually in there, no?
Right. I guess you would have to take insurance out.
That's
prove
crazy.
Prove that you're leaving it in there, and obviously the people that have stuff in there that they don't want anyone to know about, they're totally screwed.
Yeah, no, that's probably why you see that mob of people out there, because they're all sitting there like, fuck, that one guy they're saying right here, he said his life savings was in that fucking security box. You imagine that?
Yeah, that's the problem. Basically, if there's cash in there, it's because people are trying to hide it.
Yeah, that's crazy. So I wonder how much the bank or whatever is going to actually wind up having to come out or lose or whatever, because anything that's in there is basically probably unreported. You know what I mean?
Well, I believe, like, on a safety deposit box, you have a general amount of insurance that you can take out. Is there special insurance policies for like heirlooms, like you said? They would have to get appraised and stuff like that. That
I hope they
I
didn't
don't
keep
know
it in the
about.
security box.
Yeah, or like the bank might have just a general rule: all the safety deposit boxes are insured for X amount, and that's it.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. And like you said, the people were never planning on the bank getting robbed. The guy said he's had his stuff there for 25 years.
Yeah, who the fuck figures someone to bust into a wall and rob a safety deposit box?
No, not many people. That's so fucked, man. Imagine starting your new year off like this. Fuck. Real quick. Wait, what up, Gayunk? How you doing, man? Happy New Year, brother. Who the fuck keeps saying Fish, man? Where's Fish? Get him the fuck out of here. Well, why is he still in the chat? If he is, somebody gas him. Gayunk, you on top of that or what?
That's a pretty perfect round hole that's in that wall there.
Well, that's the other thing I was just looking at. What the fuck? What did they use? Some big ass, like one of them walls, like them big drill bit you seen for like the walls and shit. They had some serious power tools.
Yeah. Doesn't look like there's any wires running through the wall.
No. Armand,
Hey, what's up, guys?
what's up, brother? Happy New Year, man.
Hey, Happy New Year.
What's
Merry
up, buddy?
Christmas. What's up, brother? How you doing? Happy New Year. Happy holidays.
Good. Happy New Year.
Sorry, whatever you guys are talking about, I didn't hear it for like the past 5 minutes.
Well, we heard that SoFlo got hit by a car. His head was severed.
Holy shit.
They were
And
playing soccer with that shit in Little
Yeah,
Miss.
they said it rolled down to the shore of Miami Beach, and some guys were playing soccer and they kicked it by mistake.
Yeah.
Well, I guess wishes really do come true, huh?
Yeah.
I didn't realize that. I might have actually heard a little bell ring by my Christmas tree. An angel gets his wings or something, right?
Yeah.
Fucking, no, he's not a fucking angel. What am I talking about?
Right?
Where has that jerk off been now? Has he done a show?
No,
No,
he's missing, boy. Thank God.
Oh,
I mean we could speculate on a couple things, like maybe his wife flipped out and fucking told him she'll divorce him if he does any more shows, because he promised that he wasn't. Or somebody filed some type of charges against him, or a lawsuit against him, and he was advised to stay the fuck off of YouTube.
I mean, it's hard to believe he would have that much self-control, but it would have to be something like that, because that fucking guy, he's obsessed, especially after people making shows about him, attacking him.
Oh yeah, it would definitely have to be something
The fact
real.
that he stayed in his little fucking hole, I can't believe it.
Yeah, real serious for him not to fucking. He must be dying to fucking say something.
Oh, I guarantee he's got fucking accounts that he's making in the fucking chat still or something at least. He can't help himself.
I don't know,
Yeah.
maybe, but damn, that's a beautiful thing. Whatever, I'll take what I can get.
He might be this account called Maureen Mo.
Yeah.
Is there a delay when I talk?
I don't think so. Why? What's up?
Nah, we can hear you good.
There must be a delay. I'm gonna get off and then come back on.
All right. Vinny Chicken Cutlets. What's up, cuz?
You need me to redrop the link for you, Pete?
Yeah.
All right, hold on.
I'm kidding, Maureen. You know that.
I don't know how this thing works. Somebody asked me. Let me know if anybody has PayPal. Somebody was asking me. See if that works. I don't know how it works or whatever. They said they were having trouble finding it or something. So I don't know if anybody can look it up, make sure it works or whatever. Let me know. Hold on, Armand's back. Let me add this one. Yo. All right, hold on.
Oh shit, there's two of me.
Hold on, let me get rid of this one.
Well, on the special request, the girls were asking and requesting you so much, so we put two of you up.
Can you hear? Can you hear us, Pete?
Yes.
Yo.
Pete. Yeah, I guess you don't hear us.
If you're still listening, try restart your YouTube thing, your web browser, or
Yeah,
whatever.
kick them off. Let them come back in.
Yeah, hold on. Let me drop the link again. I don't know why it's doing that. Let me see. Yeah, because that shouldn't.
I mean, the link that you texted him should work fine. That's how I got it.
Yeah, let me text it to him. I didn't text it to him actually. I texted it to you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, let me text it to him. I was having that problem too before though. StreamYard's acting up, man. Let me see.
Might be SoFlo hacking.
Yeah. That guy couldn't fucking hack anything if you gave him your fucking information. He couldn't do it. Fucking idiot.
How does it feel, SoFlo? How does it feel?
You there, brother?
Yeah, you guys hear me now?
Yeah, we're good.
Oh, that's better. See, before there was a delay. Like I would talk and then I wouldn't hear shit, and then you guys would like answer back. It was annoying. I don't know.
Oh, yeah, sometimes it does. It is aggravating. Let me check your settings or whatever.
I was gonna use headphones, but I hate hearing myself like when I talk. That fucking vibration in my ear drives me nuts.
Oh, hey, who's in your picture? That's a nice picture, man.
It's me and my mother.
Oh, that's your mom?
Yeah, well, you thought she was an old lady too? My grandmother?
I thought it was like your sister or something, or your girlfriend or something. It's
No, oh, Madon. Yeah, you know what? It's funny. People think that when I go places with my mother. I went to a fucking funeral, and it was from a friend of mine's sister, and there was a bunch of kids that I went to high school with there that I haven't seen since I graduated, and they were like, "Oh, there's Armand and his wife." I'm like, "What the fuck?" Like, first of all, it's my mother. What the fuck? Like, come on. Nah. Yeah, I know. My mom looks young, but my mom's 65, 66.
Really?
Like
In that picture?
Yeah. That's
Wow.
this year. That was Thanksgiving.
No kidding. Oh, she looks great, man.
Yeah. She looks
And
better
where I get it
than
from.
the Ripper's wife.
Oh, I know. And his wife is probably like fucking 15, 20 years younger.
Yeah.
And about 300 pounds more.
Yeah, well, yeah. That too.
Holy shit. Can you imagine? Madon.
Imagine if she didn't have a good job and he really, really had to support her. You know how much the food bill would be?
Well, that's
He'd have to
why,
pick.
that's why he's got that EBT card. That's to keep her fed, man.
Yeah, that's when he said, "All I need is food, madam." He meant like all she needs is food, madam. That's all I got to do.
Yeah.
Keep her happy, you know. Holy shit!
Happy and fed. You better
They'd
get
have to.
EBT card.
They'd have to find a lot of all-you-can-eat buffets over there in Miami. Can you imagine?
I'd rather pay the bills in the house than feed her.
For real.
You put the fucking buffets out of business down there. Forget about it.
Just the utilities alone for that broad. I could imagine how hard they'd be her in the house.
I have pictures of her at, when you go, oh shit, we lost him. What the fuck? Oh, maybe his internet service is a little bit bad. You there, Hal?
Well, yeah, I'm here.
Oh, it kicked him somehow. Hold on.
I don't know what the fuck is going on here tonight.
Check your Wi-Fi. Which Wi-Fi you're on?
I shut my Wi-Fi off, but it's every time I move this stupid phone, it like flips and does all these things. Maybe it's just not meant to be, but whatever. How was your guys' holiday?
Good, quiet.
Yeah.
I was fucking sick, man, in bed for like a whole week.
What'd you have? The flu?
I didn't have the flu. I don't know what it was. The wife had bronchitis though, so she was sick, and then I just had a pounding migraine, my throat, my nose, just my ear infection. It was bad, man. I couldn't even talk for like 4 or 5 days.
Damn,
My
dude.
throat
You
was
feel
just,
better?
I mean, I could talk. I'm just saying I couldn't like have a conversation because my throat was just, it hurt so bad. I just didn't want to speak anymore.
Did you have a high fever?
No. No. Oh, it was like a head, nose and throat type thing or something. I don't know, some type of infection. I don't know what it was. I got antibiotics and eardrops and stuff like that, and I'm like 80% right now, 85%, I would say. I'm still a little bit tired or whatever. My throat's a little bit, but for the most part, I'm better though. So thank God. How about yours, man? How was everything with you? Were you in Jersey the whole time? You traveling or?
I was actually supposed to go to Connecticut. My whole family went to Connecticut for New Year's Eve because we always go up there.
Yeah, I
You
was
know,
gonna
my
say you
cousins.
usually do that, don't you?
Yeah, this year I was gonna go, and I even convinced my oldest son to go because he has a girlfriend. He didn't really want to go with us because he's 16, but we were all gonna go. And then my youngest son Enzo, he got the fucking kung flu, if you know what I'm talking about.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, dude. He went. He had Christmas with his mom, like Christmas Day, and her sister, I guess, had it, and he got it. Boom, the next day, dude. He took a test. That shit lit up
Really?
quick. Yeah, I didn't get it, but so I had to stay home with him. I couldn't go up there.
Me, I went to I spent my my New Year's at Mateo's on Cross Bay Boulevard.
Oh yeah. That's
Did
not
you
my
really?
fault. You must have left. You must have left before I got there.
Oh yeah, I did. I just missed you. Yeah.
Yeah,
Is that
yeah.
a play? What is that? What's Mateo's? I know I've heard of it before.
It's like a pretty well known restaurant in Howard Beach.
Yeah.
Right. I think I've heard people talk about it before, like maybe Angel. I don't know.
Mm.
Yeah, like Christmas parties, weddings, and shit.
Mm-hmm.
That type of stuff.
Did you ever go there, Howie?
Yeah, plenty of
For
time.
like Christmas parties?
Yeah, actually, right before I left the street, we had a New Year's Christmas. I don't know if it was fucking Christmas Eve or New Year's Eve. We had a little get together upstairs in Mateo's.
Oh,
Good stuff.
Huh?
The
Good
big
food
place.
and everything? Oh, sorry.
Yeah. It's a good place.
Oh, who owns that place? Don't they own a bunch of other places too? Is that Russo?
His name is Matty.
Oh, Manny. Who's the Russo? Or Russo? That's different people, right?
Yeah, those are different people. They have Russo's on the Bay.
Oh yeah, that's what I was thinking of. Yeah.
They own, I believe, Carousel on Cross Bay Boulevard as well. They own a lot of shit.
Yeah. What you eating?
Nice. Yeah, bro. While you hear it, fuck. Sorry.
I said
It's funny, dude.
Or ice cream, one of them. But
I was watching Stranger Things with my kid right before I came on here, and for my birthday, my brother got me like this really nice system, like really nice fucking system, and I hooked it up to my TV, and I didn't even realize it, bro. Like the people next door to me could hear it, and I had it up, but I just didn't realize they could hear it. And this guy knocked on my door, and he's like, you're shaking my house next door. He's like, the bass is shaking my house. I was like, oh man, I'm so sorry, bro. I didn't realize it. Yeah, because I had it bumping. I didn't think anybody could hear it.
Yeah, what is the one you got? Like the big, like the bar, and then like the bass thing on the side with the box and shit.
No, my brother got me like a nice, like the speakers are like taller speakers. It's actually, he gave me like a record player and like a really nice bass and everything. So it's not really like
lower the bass. Lower the bass.
Yeah, that's what I had to do. I had to lower the bass, but it's not like for a surround sound, but I hooked it up so I could use it as a surround sound. And it does. It's really like it shakes my house if I put it up too high. So I didn't realize, dude, I felt so bad.
Well, I just finished watching that myself.
I was gonna say,
you like it?
Talking to Howie yesterday about that show.
Don't sit because I didn't watch the whole thing.
I didn't see it yet. Howie was telling me it was good, right?
Yeah, I would say I enjoy those type of series as well.
I love it, dude. I for me it's very nostalgic, like just the 80s whole thing with it, you know.
Have you caught any of The Town of Derry?
I watched that too. Yep.
Yeah, I watched that one.
I like it. It's a little like it's a little more like complex. I feel like you have to really pay attention to that shit more. You know,
right?
like,
it's not as simple as a clown that kills people.
Right. Yeah. It's very like involved, and there's so much shit going on with the military and all this
Yep.
other stuff, but it's very good. Like it's Stephen King type of shit. It's good.
That's
but,
the one with Pennywise.
yeah. But some of those things are like a slow burn sometimes. But that show, the first episode, it starts out crazy.
Yeah, we were just talking about shows the other day. He told me to check those two out. I got to check those out next.
Yep, it's good. I mean, Stranger Things, I love it, man.
I'm
You
about to
saw-
start that Primeval fucking one.
Yeah, Primeval's pretty good. Did you see that one, Pete?
No, what's that on?
Netflix.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's like the Native American one back in like the 1800s or something. Like
Yeah, I know what
Yeah.
you're talking about. That's
The-
a show?
Yeah, the American.
Yeah.
An American woman gets captured and she winds up, falling in love with her captors and becoming like
like
an Indian.
Pocahontas.
It sounds like fucking SoFlo and his wife. He captured the whole fucking family and took them hostage.
I don't know if it's true, but I heard SoFlo's got to help her wipe her ass.
Oh, definitely, bro.
That's
Definitely.
why he gets tips from Chicky.
Cheeky told me this is what we got to do. You got to use a whole towel to wipe your ass.
They started using the one leg in, one leg out shower.
They got one of them. They got a drill with a big old paint roller on the end of it.
Right. Oh my god. Yeah, forget about a bidet. They got to take the whole fucking hose and shit. Oh man, it's like washing an elephant.
Yeah,
You know when you wash the elephants?
They got the hose coming in from the fucking thing outside through the bathroom window and shit. They just bend over the tub and fucking let it go.
Holy Christ.
Well, they said that guy had to take showers fucking one leg at a time, like one day a week.
Yeah, what's his name? Chicky, right?
Yeah, he did like his left leg on Monday, his right leg on Tuesday, his arm on Wednesday, the other arm on Thursday, and then the rest of the weekend was for the whatever was left.
You know what's funny? You talk about Chicky. Today I was just like on YouTube looking at things, and something came up in my feed. I forget what it was called, but it went through the Latin Kings in Massachusetts, and it talked.
I saw that with his cousin.
Yeah, and I was like, it still baffles me how they had a kid who's Italian, and they talked about the kid. They said an Italian kid with connections to organized crime, ended up being like the boss or whatever they called him.
Mm-hmm.
How the fuck did that happen?
King Merlin.
Yeah, how does that happen?
Well, they attached him to organized crime because they were always fucking talking about how friendly they were with John Jr.
Right. Well, also too, though, I think that they mentioned they showed a picture of Anthony Arreglata and stuff.
Well,
He
he's got the same last name as Chicky. That's why.
Right, and they said, meeting at the Mount Caramel Social Club, and
that's right. Yeah. My bad. But they also threw John Jr.'s name around a lot.
Yeah, I watched about 10 minutes of it, and I was like, "Fuck this."
Yeah, I watched a little bit of it. I know the one you're talking about. It was like an hour-long little documentary thing or whatever it is.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. I saw that. It popped up in my feed maybe like a couple of weeks ago or whatever.
But how the fuck does this kid, I don't think he's Latin at all, how does he get to be the head of that?
You don't have to be Latin to be in the Latin Kings.
No.
Really?
No.
Okay.
Listen, one of the
black.
Yeah, one of the kids that was running the fucking block I was in prison and shit. He was the head of the Latin Kings, a white kid with blonde hair and blue eyes. Fucking dork.
Interesting, weird.
And you know why though? In prison, he was the fucking guy, right?
Why? He was bringing in drugs?
Because he had fucking money on his books and a locker full of food.
Right. Yeah.
Plus you have a lot of these sets. They just pop up. Like you get a group of guys. They decide to be Latin Kings, and maybe they might know a Latin King from another state or something, and they'll get their blessing and then just create their own crew wherever they are.
Right. I mean, a lot of it does. You're right, though. I think a lot of it starts in jail. Like the Nietas, I know it's a whole different thing, but I know all these kids that came out of jail, and they're all Nietas when they come out, and they're like the whitest kids I ever saw in my life,
Yeah, they're big.
It doesn't matter for that either. In jail, right? That's not like a gang outside, right?
No, I mean
in New York,
they come from prison though.
Is it? Oh, okay.
Yeah, but the Nietas aren't. They're not necessarily a criminal organization. They're mostly like a jail type of protection gang.
Right. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
what I
the
thought. I
only
didn't think they were like violent like that.
No, well, they were though. The spots I was at, man, those dudes, they didn't fuck around. There wasn't a lot of them, but they were the ones that were known. If they were gonna do something, it'd probably be them.
Yeah, well, in prison, they all that's where they come together, and then they, start trying to run shit and do whatever they got to do to survive. But based on their bylaws, they're not supposed to, bully people.
Yeah, that's what I thought too. It's funny. Like when I was younger, I knew all about that shit, and nowadays I don't pay attention to any of that gang shit. Really, I watch like the
Yeah,
documentaries and stuff.
I used to know all about it because I did time in Rikers Island with them. But I forgot a lot of that shit.
Yeah, there's
They're mostly Puerto Rican, the Nietas, though.
That's
Yeah,
what I
and Rikers Island, yeah.
Yeah.
There's this one show on YouTube. It's called The Taboo Room. You ever see that guy? He's like a British guy, but he's like I think he's like an Indian or something, but he's British. And he goes like down south and all these different places where they have all like the gangs. That shit is interesting to me. That's a little bit more interesting.
Yeah.
Goes like to the most dangerous cities. He goes to the hood and stuff and talks to these guys. That shit's it's interesting to see how they live. For me, I don't care about the gangs. See how they live.
Well, the Nietas originated from Puerto Rico. The Latin Kings originated from Chicago.
Yeah, when are you talking about the guy that goes down to see like the cartel people, like the Sicarios, and he goes to like Colombia to like the barrios and talks to like the people there and shit like that? That guy?
No, this is like he's like a tall Indian-looking guy, but he's British. I don't know. It's called Taboo Room. If you see, lately he's been doing a lot of stuff on like he'll go to like the most racist town in America or something. And
What you look like?
Them. He looks like a tall Indian guy. I don't know. He's cool, but now he goes to all these like white towns and asks about, is it really racist here? And he's like the darkest guy in the fucking room. It's interesting, but he did a lot of gang stuff first, and it's pretty cool. I like watching that stuff. I just like to see, like I said, how they live, like how people live in different cities. I don't care about the gang shit.
Yeah, there's another guy that I watch. He's been going down to like Colombia to talk to like the cartel guys, and then like Peru and Mexico with the Sicarios and shit like that. I think the guy's out of his mind. He's probably gonna wind up getting killed, but it's definitely.
There's another guy that was gonna spend a couple nights in the jail, sleep there.
Yes, I saw that one.
He's like a martial artist, a young white guy.
Yep.
What was he gonna do?
He was gonna sleep in the jail with the inmates.
Really?
What jail was that? I forget what jail it was that he was in.
I've never seen that.
I saw that. Yeah. Nowadays, dude, YouTube, you can find anything. Like the people these content creators, they're crazier than the fucking journalists were back in the day, like on 60 Minutes. They put themselves in some wild situations for content.
Oh,
then there's another bald-headed white guy.
Got kidnapped? Sorry, how about?
No. I was talking about there's this white bald guy who visits all the dangerous neighborhoods.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. He got kidnapped in like Brazil or something like that and held for ransom.
Really? I know who you're talking about. I know the guy you're talking about too. That dude. Yeah.
And he's still out doing videos after that. They told him too before he went to that place I think this is called like a favela or something like that, the area. Or what they call the neighborhoods or whatever. And it was like the favela that he was in. The guys told him like, yo, you don't want to go there, bro. Like you're not going to leave type shit. And one of the people he was with was supposedly like the head guy out there that gave him a pass or whatever. But before they actually got to that guy, something happened and he wound up getting picked up and kidnapped and held for ransom.
Right. That he's like he's like a built guy, right? He's like a decent sized dude.
Not really.
No. You ever see the guy? It's called like something Bald and Broke or something like that. You ever see that guy? He does the same type of thing, but he did an episode where a couple of them where he crossed the borders with a couple different people in Latin America. That was really interesting. He went and did the border crossing with these people that were coming in illegally.
Oh yeah. I think I remember something like that.
You're talking about Bald and Bankrupt.
Yes. What I say, Bald and Broke.
Oh yeah, right here. These guys in the chats watch them too. Hey, what's up, Steve? How you doing, man? Happy New Year, brother.
Yeah, Bald and Bankrupt is pretty interesting.
Hey, Steve.
Yeah, there's so many people that are doing that shit now. I can't even keep up with them because there's,
right.
There's a lot of them, man.
You know what else may have happened with fucking SoFlo? He may have made that agreement with his wife about stopping YouTube, and he might have fucking beat her up for it. Like they might have gotten into an argument. He might have beat her up and got arrested.
That'd be fucking great to win on both sides.
Yeah.
Hey, I just got a notification on my thing. Casper Rosa was on earlier. I only got to see like a minute or two of it and shit because I was finishing up some stuff before I went live or whatever. But so the Line Informant channel popped up on my thing with some post from fucking Canarsie talking shit about Frank Morano or something or some shit like that. What the fuck is that all about? You guys know?
Listen, I wouldn't fucking ask for fucking car directions from that guy.
Yeah, no shit.
Right. If they came straight from Google, I wouldn't fucking maps. I wouldn't.
I wouldn't fucking believe it. I'd go the opposite.
But it's interesting. Always interesting to hear his fucking delusional rants, though. Holy shit.
So he said this. This is the post. I'm gonna read it because it just popped up on my feed right here. It says, this is from Loman the Helmet. It says, Frank Morano's become the biggest sleaze slobbering lowlife machine in New York City. Never thought much of Frank to begin with, but it's amazing to me how he can defend and back that lowlife fuck after some of the lies he told against people and after the things Sliwa has said about people. Loyalty goes as far as the press clippings. Fuck you, Frank. Just goes to prove once you become a politician, you'll fuck anything. What the fuck?
You know who he did? You know what? You know why he went after Sliwa? Because Sliwa talks bad about the Gaudis.
Right. Yep. Fucking
I thought Frank Morano was good friends with fucking Mickey and the family and shit like that, isn't he?
I thought so too. Yeah.
He's just probably mad that Frank is friends or had a nice conversation with Sliwa, who is a Gotti family enemy.
Please, fucking
killing him.
Huh? Canarsie would be fucking Sliwa.
Yeah.
Canarsie wishes he was Sliwa. You know what I mean? If he can get beat up by a wise guy, he would fucking love that shit. You kidding me?
Wait, Red said, did you hear what Loman said about his whose stepmom?
What, that he wanted to kill her or something, or he was not gonna save her if she was gonna die or some shit like that. I don't know.
Was she related to Bonnie from Bonnie and Clyde?
Maybe.
This guy's a fucking lunatic, huh?
Well, I think he's going a little nuts too because, he was the one that, what was that, a couple weeks ago when that Jesse Sloth was doing a show and the kid JT was on, he was dogging out Canarsie and Jesse just let him do it. And Angel was in the chat saying, he's my friend to JT, and JT didn't give a fuck. So he's pissed off at everybody. Once again, the guy probably realized that he's a fucking nobody and he has no friends and he's losing his shit.
Well, she should have told him that I'm his emergency contact.
Yeah.
I was just gonna say, what happened to her being his contact if he had a fucking emergency? Yeah. I guess he's gonna have to find somebody else for the next fucking operation.
Maybe he can get the Chin's daughter to be his
Rita.
Emergency contact. Yeah.
Did you see how funny his show was when he came on all big, bad, and tough? I think he was talking about FBS and Eric. Anyway, he wind up talking big, bad, and tough when he first came on, and then when all these other guys jumped on, he was like a little poodle.
Yep. Changes his tone, but what was great is when SoFlo jumped on there, and then Eric jumped on there and just fucking destroyed him. And then SoFlo goes, "Oh, I got people in the car, man. I gotta go. I got nothing to say to this guy," and he jumps off. It was pretty fucking entertaining.
Shit,
you did?
I saw parts of the one FBS was fucking going at him, and then Loman was playing like some applause, like audience applause in the background while he was tearing him up. And the Ripper said, "Don't fucking do that, big dog. Don't do me like that, big dog." He goes, What are you scared of this dude or something? And Loman goes, "Yes."
Yeah, dude. I think I have a screen recording of Eric.
Give me 1 second. I'll be right back. I'll use the bathroom.
Yeah, that was good though. You saw that, Howie? Did you see it? When
Eric? Every time fucking Eric jumped off, he would come back.
I know, dude. And did you see how sweaty he looked too? His face was all fucking.
He was out drinking and all fucking banged up when he came on.
Well, the funny thing is, he was probably out eating or drinking with his girl, and this guy, this idiot, leaves the fucking table or the restaurant or whatever to jump on YouTube. Can you believe that, bro? Would you ever do some shit like that?
Hell
Oh
no.
shit. Oh my god. Like that just goes to show you the mentality, bro.
I mean, it just goes to show you how interested he was in the dinner.
And the company. Yeah.
Of the company, yeah.
Well, the 2 for $20 probably isn't that much to eat, so he's probably done real quick and dipped out. Oh,
Yeah.
don't worry, baby. You get the bill, right? Use your credit card.
Yeah, I mean, just out of respect, I wouldn't do that
Hell
to
no.
whoever I'm with.
I mean, if I'm with my girl, I won't even put this shit on really until she falls asleep. I'm not gonna sit there and watch it. First of all, she won't know what the fuck is going on. But I don't even look at YouTube when I'm with my friends or family.
But yeah, I mean, and especially if you go out to dinner with your wife, your
Oh
girlfriend,
my god.
all you're supposed to pay attention to each other, not to fucking
Right.
the internet.
Yeah, but that's all this guy talks about apparently. Even when he's at dinner, he's talking about it. It's fucking pathetic,
Yeah,
man.
he's like a fucking Instagram girl, always fucking on the phone.
That's right. That's why I'm saying if he's not tied up somewhere, he's watching all this shit and he must be banging his head against the wall. Like fucking Tony Pizza says, he's probably fucking throwing bananas around and shit in the fucking place, swinging from
Potato
things.
salad.
What's that?
Remember, he was throwing around potato salad and Modelo.
Oh yeah, throwing around potato salad and Modelo's because he can't say nothing. He must be going crazy. I mean, especially after FBS did a show the other night, ripping him to fucking pieces. I think. I honestly, a part of me thinks he did that show too, just to see if the guy would say anything, and he didn't say a damn thing. So that's great.
Well, I'm wondering why fucking Angel Gotti hasn't been on YouTube as well.
That's true. That's true. I didn't
Yeah,
even
that's
think
what I
about
find weird
it,
too.
dude. Maybe she's
What about
she might.
fucking Boltneck? He hasn't popped up anywhere, nothing like that either.
Who?
Fucking Silo Stein over
Oh, I guess not, bro. Everybody's been really quiet. It's weird.
there. Yeah, something's fucking strange going on.
Well, there's also the holidays and shit.
It's
So.
true. It's
True.
true. Well, the thing is, if Angel's not around, none of those guys have anywhere to. Nobody wants them on their fucking platform. So
Yeah, right. Like,
you know,
where's Siler going to go once he gets booted off of Angels?
bro, I bet you he probably goes to some other fucking community and makes believe he's fucking Vinny Maladona again or something. He's probably lying to people, telling them he's connected. He was an ex-boxer because his lies ran out over here, so he's probably somewhere else doing that shit. Guarantee it.
Somebody said Hootie looks like he's in good shape these days.
He's A shape. I don't know about good shape,
Yeah.
but he's in shape.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, he went to the doctor. They told him he was out of shape. He said, "No, I'm not. I'm round."
Yeah, exactly, bro.
He's in good shape if you want to load him into a cannon.
Yeah, and fucking take somebody out for sure, bro. Holy shit.
Somebody's got a question right there. How did you see that?
What?
Did you see his last show? Somebody's asking. They says that I just had it on the screen. I pressed something. I took it off. Fuck. Hold on, right here. Brian G.
Howie, did you see Hootie? What Hootie said in the last show? He said he got banned from a nail salon on Cross Bay for throwing someone through a glass window. Yeah, I heard that. Yeah, I don't know whether that's true or not.
Oh, fuck out of here. I don't believe it.
He had he got a tooth in it. Looked like he got a fucking new tooth in there.
Did he? You know what's funny? Like him and Gene, I don't know if anybody else noticed it, but they lost a lot of traction. Nobody really, I don't pay attention to them anymore.
Oh, everybody got sick of the fucking Joey shit, probably, the Philly shit or whatever. Or fucking
Corny.
Or they know Hootie's on their bullshit. Did you hear what he said about he's got another OC case under his belt? He if they want to call him in, he's ready.
No. Is that true? What?
He said on his last show they were talking about somebody I guess that fat Nick Minucci kid or whatever that's on that or whatever. They said that supposedly he had cooperated back in the day and told on somebody else, and that they couldn't believe that he was hanging out with these guys in the street because everybody knew that he did this shit back in the day. And then Hootie goes, yeah, and they're fucking chasing people and shelving people who take global pleas and shit. You know, they leave me out. Who the fuck did I ever put in prison? He said. How come I get put on the fucking shelf like that? I got, you know, they'll take this kid back. How come they won't take me back? I got another OC case under my belt. Bring me back in, coach. He was saying shit like that.
That's funny. Didn't that fucking Benny Hanna guy write a book about him, whatever the fuck his name was?
Benny Hanna?
What was his name? What's his name?
Ellie Honig.
Ellie Honig.
Whatever.
That's
Close,
the name
close
of a
enough.
Japanese restaurant.
Well,
Benny
Benny Hanna's fucking. I'm sure he likes to eat at Benny Hanna's, so whatever.
That was great. Benny Hanna.
Yeah, that, for a minute I didn't know what the heck he was talking about.
Yeah, that was funny, dude. Oh shit.
The
So
funny
yeah,
part
so
was they weren't joking. Yeah.
yeah, so Gene contradicted himself about Fat Nick before he said he wasn't a rat, and now he's saying he did rat. I don't know. I just heard what he said on the show the other day with Hootie. I just thought it was funny. I don't know the kid's story or whatever the deal was. Do you know who that is, Howie, or no?
Who, the kid Nick Minucci?
Yeah, the kid that did that fucking baseball bat beating back in the day.
Yeah, that's all I know about him. Whatever was in the papers. Those guys are like 2 generations below me.
Yeah. So I don't know much about him, so I can't comment on it. Howie says he doesn't know much about it. So
I mean, I know a couple of the guys that they do speak about, you know, like Berger, John Brown, you know, a couple of people that they mention, but you know, the only one that I really had any dealings with was Berger. The other ones, they're just too young for me.
Carlos said, I saw in the comments, because I saw I could look at him. He said, Hootie on the ground. Hootie on the ground instead of Hootie on the rise. I think that's what he was fucking saying. I think that's what he was saying. That's funny.
All right,
Yeah.
all right.
I was talking to someone over the holiday, and we were having a laugh about Hootie.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. We were laughing about when Hootie said, "Yeah, when we used to see Howie, we used to tell him to park our bicycles."
You know what's funny though is that that has to go down. I don't know if anybody talked about or like did a show on like the best moments on YouTube this year, but that was probably the best moment when he got beat up that fucking day at the feast this year.
Oh yeah, we were talking about that
yeah.
too.
That's got to be that's top 3 for sure.
Yeah.
The whole lead up to it, you know, he's on the fucking train, Gene's fucking making fun of him. And, you know, everybody's probably thinking, oh, he's never even going to get there. By the time he gets there, no one's going to be there. He gets out and he gets fucked up. It's fucking
He gets mopped
great,
up
bro.
real quick within like a minute. Well, I don't know. Well, so I don't know what's better. Is it fucking Hootie fucking catching a beating or fucking the Ripper fucking disappearing?
Well, there's also Tony Pizza got a fucking beating.
As of right now, Hootie catching a beating.
What about
Yeah,
Pizza getting
yeah.
fucking
Yep.
Pizza getting fucking mopped up over there at the fucking body shop?
Yep, he got cracked with a something too.
Yeah, that was pretty. I mean, that was all right. But with Hootie, you heard like pink, pang, boom, boom.
Yeah, it
And then
was
he showed up
definitely.
like a fucking asshole.
He
Now,
swears
if Hootie-
he swears he knocked out the black guy.
Right,
Yeah.
I know, of course.
Now,
Right.
what happened is that he swung while he was getting hit in the head. He saw all black, and then he fucking woke up, and there was somebody standing over him. He thought it was a black guy.
Right.
That's
I
Exactly.
heard he knocked over a lady with a child trying to run away.
for real.
Yeah, according to the show. You know, like when it first happened.
Oh yeah, he was crawling underneath the fucking stands and shit too. Like, you know, when they open up the fucking the sides to make like the tabletop or whatever, and where they have all the fucking
Yeah.
Mhm.
all that shit. He was crawling underneath the fucking booths and shit to get out of there too.
Yeah.
Oh, hopefully he got a couple good ground scores, you know, like at the end of the end of the night at a club. Probably found a couple bags down there and fucking jumped in a car and went home.
Yeah.
He said he got a ride home from like a fireman or something, or I think it was like
I've
the
heard.
ambulance or somebody.
At
Yeah.
first,
Yeah.
yeah. And then he denied it afterwards. He forgot that he said that the day before.
Yep.
He said a fireman and an ambulance or something. Like they're doing home deliveries now, like a fucking taxi cab. The fuck out of here.
Yeah,
Mhm.
unless he needed fucking oxygen, and they fucking helped him out.
Yeah, he
Well, Lowe's got a
probably,
big-
dude.
What about when Smoke fucking ran down on Willie Brooklyn? You know,
That
pretty
was
good.
funny too. That was funny too.
That was all on the
good.
same fucking day too. That was great.
Yeah, the guy had
Yeah.
on 2 different fucking shoes.
That's when you know if you see somebody and it's not even on purpose, they didn't expect to be on camera and they're walking around a fucking parade and they got 2 different shoes on, dude. That's when you know your life is in the fucking tubes, bro, down the tubes. Like,
Yeah.
if you can't find, I'll tell you what, that happened to me one time back in the day when I was having a good time. I had like the walk of shame, you know. I went out with a girl and then I went to work the next morning.
Yeah.
And I didn't realize it because I went home real quick and I only had time to change my fucking shoes. And I put 2 different fucking shoes on. I didn't notice it until I got to work. And I looked down. I was in the parking garage. I'm like, they're both black, but they were different fucking shoes. But, you know, that was an accident. This guy, his whole life is the walk of shame. You know what I mean? Like,
Oh
holy
yeah,
shit.
he had on 2 different fucking shoes, and they weren't the what the dunks either. They were just fucking,
No.
he had on a Timberland and a fucking a ACG boot or something. He found in the dumpster. They were 2 different sizes, and one of them was bigger than the other one. It was crazy. I never
Oh
seen
my
it.
God. That's fucking funny. Can you imagine? He definitely, I guarantee you that dude never wears the same fucking pair of matching socks either, and they always have holes in them. He's one of those fucking guys.
For sure.
You know?
He had a fucking screwdriver in his pocket. I thought that was for a weapon, but somebody was telling me that's how he opens his beers.
Probably. That's probably how he opens his door too. He probably has no fucking doorknob. He has to stick that in there, you know.
Yeah,
Forget about it.
he's probably has that just in case he gets an opportunity to fucking break into something.
Yeah, that's it.
Absolutely.
Burglary. That's his burglary set. That's how he gets the rotisserie chicken from behind the padded glass that the fucking Wawa's around the corner. They had to lock him up after the last time he stole all the birds from him. Remember, Diversity said that. Remember, he had that cooler he was walking around with, and Diversity said he carries his liver around in there.
Yeah. Oh my God, bro.
That shit was fucking funny.
I can't believe. Yo, listen, if something ever happens to my liver and nothing happens to his, that's pretty fucking bad, bro. That guy's he's in bad shape. He's in bad fucking shape. But that was great. That was a good day on YouTube, man. It was. Some funny shit happened that day.
No,
Some
that
good
was a
stuff happened this year.
It's too bad his fucking damn camera died. He would have had the fucking greatest video of all time, man.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he definitely hit the screen button before he fucking got clocked.
Yeah, he closed that shit out like on the side for sure. You know, I'm just surprised with all the camera phones everywhere. Nobody thought to fucking record that shit and put it on social media, like people that were there, because they record everything that goes on nowadays. But it probably happened so quick.
Well, the people that were friends with Joey aren't going to record it because it's
no.
But like the people there, listen. That whole incident probably happened in like fucking 60 seconds, and that was
right. Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, you know, people just hanging out. I'm sure there's somebody out there that was.
Yeah, I don't think they had time to pull out their phone.
No, but I guarantee you there's somebody out there that was like taking a fucking selfie or a picture or a video of themselves in the background and seeing Hootie getting fucking knocked down in the ground.
That's true too, and they don't know about Hootie.
Right. No, they just see a fat guy on his knees.
What about the wig saying that he was paying for the fucking video? Remember what happened to that?
Oh yeah. I remember hearing that too.
That was me. I was trying to sell it to him.
Oh.
You should have. Hey, how you doing? My name's Vinny. You know, I'm down in Little Italy. I got a restaurant. I got a video. Yeah, you could have definitely pulled that off.
You know what? Because you do all those mob shows, I'll sell it to you for $5,000.
Yeah. Oh my God! I probably, you know what?
Vecchia.
Oh shit!
Tom
wouldn't have fooled for that shit.
Somebody got him an email.
They what?
He thought he was going to be fucking interviewing Joe Messina when he was still alive.
Tom LaVecchia? No.
Yeah, I swear to God.
Here.
I'm telling you, man.
I saw a clip of fucking of Nadu being interviewed and talking about the incident when he got smacked by his friend, and then like in that same clip, he says that he doesn't talk about active people.
Yeah, right. The fuck out of here! Didn't he just do a video, Howie?
Yeah,
about active people
right.
or
That's
something.
why I'm like, Jesus, these people don't remember what they say.
He did a whole video on the current fucking mob bosses and all the positions and all the families they were in, like a fucking couple months ago.
Right, all old guys too. Like, what a jerk off. That pisses me off, man. I didn't like that shit. Not cool, man.
Well, the only reason why he gets away with it is because he lives in Pennsylvania. He couldn't live in the 5 boroughs doing shit like that.
Nah.
Remember, he was supposed to. Remember last year for his fucking New Year's, he said he had big things coming. He was going to start doing live streams on Mulberry Street and going to the restaurants and the neighborhoods and shit and doing all that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he saw what happened to Hootie. He changed his mind.
Yeah. He said he was going to go to social clubs and just walk up and be like, "Hey, what do you guys know about the mafia?" Like, are you fucking kidding me?
He should have fucking hit up Loman. He could have got him into an interview at the Banana Club he's part of.
Yeah.
If they were friends, he could have got him. Could have got the inside fucking in the back room or whatever. That would have been great, bro.
Yeah, Loman's got a membership.
Yeah, they would have been shaking both of them down.
What a fucking jerk. You know what probably happened is somebody probably has just a shitty restaurant with a back room and they told him it's a Banana fucking club and they make him pay him every fucking month with a couple old guys just hanging out there playing fucking gin.
Yeah, it's probably like an American Legion or something where they pay their dues.
Yep. Yeah.
They probably gave him a little name badge and shit and said, "You got to show this when you come in." So he
Some guys playing gin and fucking Scopa, and this idiot thinks he's at a fucking Banana club.
They gave him a secret handshake when they give him the $1,500 every month. They gave him a secret handshake to get in and shit.
Yeah. Okay. They probably fucking up the price every year too. Like, well, you want a platinum membership? All right, it's only gonna be, it's $150 more. Like fucking Netflix or something. This fucking idiot.
Yeah, he wants the top. He wants the diamond. He wants the diamond fucking membership.
Jesus Christ.
Remember the secret? I don't know if it was a handshake, but remember the honeymooners?
No.
I remember the show, but I don't remember what you're talking about.
Yeah, they were part of like some type of lodge. They had like fucking raccoons on their hats on.
Oh, yeah. I can't think of it. You're talking about Ralphie and the other guy.
Yeah.
No?
And they used to like shake the tail of the hat. Woo!
Yeah. You know what? Now you're saying it. I do remember, man. You know what? That stuff, it makes me miss my fucking grandparents so much. I don't even like thinking about it, man. Those shows and All in the Family and all that.
Yeah.
Such good times. Such good. Like, it's just so nostalgic when I think about that shit.
Yeah. The raccoon.
Who was in that? All in the Family. Which one was that?
Archie Bunker.
Oh, Archie. Yeah, okay, that's what I thought. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the guy who just got killed too. The Polak, they called him. That guy, whose son just killed him.
Oh, the Rob fucking Ryan or whatever.
Yeah.
That was crazy too.
Yeah, that was the dude. He was in Wolf of Wall Street too, I believe. He played the dad.
Yeah, he played the dad. Yeah, he did. Yeah.
Right. That's fucked up.
Yeah, that's a sad story, man.
Meathead.
Meathead. Yep.
Meathead. Hey, Meathead.
Great show.
Hey, did you see? I know you watch MMA. How did you see that shit that's going on with Ilya Topuria and his wife or whatever?
I know that he's having problems and he's taking the first quarter off, but I didn't hear what happened with his wife.
Supposedly they're splitting up right now. She's accusing him of being a wife beater. Said he was beating her up and shit like that.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Yo, did Nick Diaz die? By the way, that's not true, right?
What?
I don't think so. No.
Nick Diaz's brother. He didn't, right? I thought I saw something.
I didn't hear that.
I
know he was supposedly going to like rehab or something. Supposedly they said he wasn't doing so good.
Okay.
I don't know how true that is though, because those guys been fucking pretty, dedicated and straight their whole life. I mean, I know they smoked weed and stuff like that, but they said supposedly he might have been doing like methamphetamines or something. I don't know how true it is, but
really, I don't know, man. You know what? I gotta say, Nate Diaz, even though like he's one of my favorite fighters, even though like he's not the best, he's one of the my favorite guys. I think I like fucking UFC. One of the coolest.
Yeah, Russell Brand. He what is he got? He got like Ripper allegations and shit like that or something by a bunch of women, right?
Did he?
I
Yeah,
heard a while,
back-
I heard
yeah,
a while
back-
ago there was women coming forward
I
saying
want-
he was doing
I
shit.
wonder if these MMA guys, like when they get charged for this shit, like do they get like charged for like putting their wife in an armbar?
Maybe. Putting him
His
to
wife-
sleep.
His wife's
Well,
beautiful too.
He had a real naked choke on me.
Yeah,
Yeah,
But he was
Russell
literally
Brand,
he was literally naked.
he did the ground and pound.
for real. Oh Jesus, yeah. No, but Russell Brand,
yeah.
I did hear that.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
Russell
I heard
Brand's
that.
been having allegations for years that he's been sexually abusing women and shit like that. But I guess a bunch of chicks came forward and filed like Ripper allegations against him, from what I heard.
What about that football guy that knocked out his wife in the elevator?
Oh,
Oh
Ray
yeah,
Rice.
who was that?
Yeah,
Ray
right.
Rice.
Well, I mean, it ended. He was like the first player that actually faced like repercussions for it and pretty much ended his football career. But there's been plenty others. I mean, look at the guys in basketball and shit like that do it. They're on the court fucking 2 days later. It all depends who it is. I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Because
What
he's like
about-
the only one that really had like severe consequences when he did that. And he's still with his wife to this day, I'm pretty sure, too.
Remember, I think it was Michael Irving. He got in trouble for hitting his kid with a switch stick.
Did he?
Really?
Yeah, switch stick is like a
Yeah,
branch.
no,
or something.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, but it's old school. You know.
Yeah, it happened a while ago.
Yeah, Tyreek Hill's been accused of domestic violence a few times. I even think he broke like his kid's leg or arm or something one time during one of the domestic incidents. He still plays.
Is he a basketball player?
Now wide receiver for the Dolphins.
Oh, I was gonna say. I mean, something like that. They have proof. That's a fucking slam dunk. You know.
Yeah,
for
Adrian
it.
Peterson did it too. But Tyreek Hill did it too when he was coming out of college. Before, when he was on the Chiefs, like his first year into the league. It was like off season.
All I know is Russell Brand. I mean, he's an actor, right? You talking about
Yeah,
the
the
actor?
comedian.
I
The
mean,
comedian.
he's always up there talking all that righteous shit too. I mean, then you find out he's doing all that shit. I mean, it doesn't surprise me, but you know.
Well, those are usually the people that are doing it. It's that projection.
exactly,
shit.
exactly. Yep.
But yeah, he got accused of all kinds. It was like right before Christmas too. I want to say it was like a week ago, like a couple days before Christmas. He got hit with all kinds of fucking Ripper and sexual assault allegations and shit. So it's not good.
Merry Christmas, buddy. Well, that's what happens. You're up there talking all that righteous shit on your high horse with all that woke bullshit, and we find out all this stuff about you.
That's what happens here on YouTube.
Yeah.
Right?
And he's like, I want to say he's got to be like probably close to like 60 now, right?
Russell Brand?
Yeah. Something like that. Yeah, he's definitely.
I didn't think he was that old.
Adrian Peterson, with the switch stick?
Yeah, they're saying Peterson hit his kid with a switch or something too. They're saying.
I mean,
Maybe it
hey,
was,
sometimes, you know, it's a fucking switch. I mean,
Could be,
whatever.
yeah.
I used to get a
I
fucking
don't-
belt and a shoe. What's the difference?
Yeah, right.
Oh yeah, I got broomsticks and everything.
Remember the old phone cords and shit from the dial phones? You get the real long ones, like 30 feet
Yep.
long.
Yeah, those fucking things
Rubber-
sting.
Yeah, those things fucking hurt. Or the
Oh,
toaster
shit.
cord.
But like when you're younger, especially like when we were younger, that's just a normal thing. You don't ever go to school and say, "Oh, my
Yeah.
dad hit me." It's just a fucking
Yeah.
normal thing. Got beat with I got a fucking shoe thrown at my head or fucking hit with a belt. It's just it's normal shit. Nowadays, it's a totally different
Yeah.
story.
My mom was the broomstick fucking specialist. I used to run out of the house laughing.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, I mean, it was I remember like in my neighborhood, because the neighborhood I grew up in is the same neighborhood my dad grew up in. So everybody knew each other and nobody was going to tell on anyone. I mean, I remember, kids' parents coming out and beating the shit out of them in front of all of us. And that if we said anything, they'd hit us too. I mean, I got hit by my fucking neighbor, my friend's parents, my neighbors.
The
I
neighbors.
remember fucking teachers used to hit some kids.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, they did. I went to private school. They would do that shit.
I one time when I was really young, I think it was like a principal. I'll never forget in the schoolyard. My brother and I are like the same age, and I think I whacked my brother one, and the fucking principal held my arms behind my back and let my brother hit me in fucking school. I didn't think anything of it. Just a normal thing. It's just weird. Nowadays, if someone did that to my kid, I'd go there and kill him. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah,
But
it's a totally different story. No,
Yeah, I
right.
remember
Yeah,
back
that's
in the
true.
day, my safe space was under the bed.
Yeah, for real. Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
It's a different fucking world. Like I said, I remember being at my friend's house, and where I grew up too. Like everybody had a grandparent that lived with them. You know, Italian people, they always have a fucking mother, daughter, or the grandmother lives in the basement, and we were at the house fucking around, and the grandfather would come in and hit us all with his fucking belt. It just was
Mm.
what it was, and we just went back to what we were doing.
Yeah.
Normal shit, but just totally
Yeah.
different times.
Every time I knew I was gonna get hit, I would fucking go dive under the bed.
Was it a low bed? Was it like low to
Well,
the ground?
it was high enough for me to fit. Well, I'm talking about when I'm in single digits.
Right.
Yeah.
You're lucky I didn't reach under there and crack you.
Oh no, I mean that didn't
the
save me,
neighbors,
but I
and
did
then-
it anyway.
Oh, sorry. No, I was saying you get your ass kicked at school or by the fucking neighbors, and then when you came home, they tell you what your parents did, and then they give you an ass whooping too on top of it.
I mean,
Exactly.
if your parents had to come up to the fucking principal's office, they used to slap the shit out of you in front of the principal.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. Yep. It was not a big deal, man.
They need to
That's how
bring
it
that
was.
shit back, though. That's the problem today with these kids, man. They if people want to discipline their kids and shit, they'll tell, I'll call the cops on you. Go fucking call them. They ain't gonna make it here by the time I whoop your ass. It's already gonna be over with.
Yeah, that shit never happened when we were kids. Nobody's parents ever got in trouble for hitting their kids. It was normal.
No, never.
The cops would be like, beat them. I'll fucking turn around and walk away. I don't care.
I seen them do it. They'll tell you, we'll give you 1 minute and shit. We'll turn around. You got 1 minute, fucking, Now everybody's getting arrested. You're getting put in DCF, getting taken away and shit like that. Then the kids.
I remember my father did go overboard one day. He gave me a black eye.
Really? He punched you?
Yeah, he was punching the shit out of me. I wound up with a black eye, but I didn't say anything.
No. Dude, I never even thought of saying anything, but we sound like a bunch of old men up here. So
I remember when this fucking 13-year-old kid came to my house. I don't know. I guess maybe I was like 10 or something. And he wanted to fight me. And my father fucking took me outside and made me fight the kid. And I got my ass kicked, but,
yeah, but that's how it was.
It taught me it wasn't so bad.
No. I remember stuff like that, too. I think I got into a fight with a kid in the neighborhood. And my dad and his dad were just standing there watching us, talking. It was no big deal. But it was just a fight. That's all it was. It wasn't anything. It wasn't other people jumping in.
Yeah, after that, it wasn't like you were afraid of fucking getting hurt. It was afraid of the embarrassment of losing.
Yep.
Oh yeah,
because the other kids used to fucking torture you if you lost.
Right. The next day, especially, you don't want to go outside, fucking see everybody. Yep. Yeah. We all survived that shit.
Yeah. They need to bring that shit back, though, and teach these kids some fucking manners and shit like that. It will cause a lot less problems, honestly. They need a good fucking whooping here and there, in my opinion.
Yeah, we spoke out of line. We got a fucking smack right in the mouth.
Yeah, the way they talk to people in general, how they behave and act, is crazy, man. This new generation of kids got no fucking clue. They really don't.
No respect for their elders,
None.
Not at all. And it even shows.
I'm 40. These guys can answer if they want.
What's that?
Oh, I'm sorry, my fault. I'm 41. Damn, I forgot. I just had a birthday.
I'm 45. I'm 45.
26.
Nice, Howie.
No, I'm 59.
Yeah, see? I mean, it's... And even though, like, you're a little bit older, it's like the generations really aren't that different,
No,
really
you guys caught like the last...
we were like the last generation.
Part.
Yeah.
Anyone younger than us probably can't relate, no.
No. It's just a different world, man. It's a different type of world for the kids.
That's when kids were kids. We used to come home from school. Sometimes you had to do your homework before you can go out, but we were always out in the fucking block playing football, wiffle ball, fucking ringlerio, whatever the fuck. We were doing always out in the street.
Yeah, I tell my kids in the summertime. I remember I was out at that fucking ass crack of dawn. I was fucking out all fucking day when I was a kid. 7, 8, 9, 10, all day. I mean, my mom didn't have to look after me or fucking call me on a cell phone to see what I was doing. But the thing is, we lived in different neighborhoods because, like back then, a lot of times the mom was home. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
All our
yeah,
friends, their mothers were home, and there was always eyes on the street. So everybody, there's always an old lady or two sitting outside on the porch. Like you
yeah,
didn't have to
yeah.
worry as much. You know what I mean? Like you go to your friend's house and there's a parent home. Nowadays, it's different. Both parents are gone. You go to someone's house and the kids are doing God knows what, fucking taking the medication from the fucking parents' room and shit. It's different. It's a different world. Especially living in like a tight knit neighborhood where, like I said, everybody knows each other and your parents grew up there. It's different
There
now.
was there was always that one popular porch, where all the kids used to meet up at.
Mm-hmm.
And
Mm-hmm.
like on my block when I was a kid, there was the popular porch, actually two porches right next to each other, and the parents were always sitting outside on a chair or something, and we used to all meet up there and decide what we were going to do, and then if I heard that whistle coming out of the window, I knew it was time to go eat.
Yep.
Yep.
It was when the street lights came on, you fucking were in the house.
Yeah, yeah.
Otherwise,
yeah.
you hear fucking your name getting yelled out or something.
Come in all fucking sweaty. Get in the shower.
Yeah, man. I love that was such a great time though.
Yeah, it was.
Nowadays, man,
Totally.
the kids, you don't hear about the shit now. People getting, kidnapped and fucking taken and all this crazy shit. Like that shit didn't go on. Not that I remember. Fucking at least it wasn't prevalent.
Oh, I mean, it happened, but like obviously, most of the times, the blocks were full. All the kids from that block used to hang out with each other until they were able to leave the block.
Right, and the adults are hanging outside too.
Right.
Sitting outside.
Yeah, yeah. So it was like less likely to happen, but it did
Mm-hmm.
happen every so often.
Now it's just like
Yeah.
prevalent though. People are worried about that so much.
Well, and I always tell my kids too. When I was like my youngest son's age, and I saw snow, I saw dollar signs. I was out shoveling driveways all
Yeah.
day to make money. Those kids don't
Yeah.
do. You never see a kid walking around with a fucking shovel anymore. I mean, me and my friends, we'd go out and we'd be out all day to make fucking money. It was different. Nobody does that anymore, really.
I remember fucking every Halloween, I used to take a couple of eggs with me and pop them over my head, go back home. Ma, they got me. So I can stay home.
Yeah. That is true though. I guess with the internet and shit, you hear the news, everything's like broadcasted all over the place. So it's like you hear about it more often now. Maybe it was happening just as much. You just didn't hear about it. I guess that might be true too.
Well, yeah, everything's all over the place. But I don't know. Things got around back then by rumors. You just knew not to go near somebody's house because they were nuts or crazy, or the fucking crazy guy lives over there. Stay away from their fucking house. Or word of mouth from the beauty parlor from your grandmother or your mother.
Oh yeah, we had one of those. We had this weird. I remember we had this weird ass dude that used to sit up on the end of the street and shit, and he used to do this weird little like finger wave whenever any kids would come by and shit like that, and everybody knew just like stay away from that dude. But I didn't find out until like 15 years later that the reason the guy was standing out there and used to wave to the kids and shit like that. We thought he was like this weird, creepy ass old man. Is that his kid apparently got killed by a bus or something on the corner right there. So he was waving to make sure that all the other kids and shit, got across safe and were like paying attention and shit like that. We thought he was like this old like creepy guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We had a German deli and a fucking a Chinese candy store around the corner from where we lived. And as kids, we used to fucking torture the fucking store owners. They used to come out chasing us.
Yeah. They didn't call the cops and stuff. They didn't,
No. And then eventually, as you got older, you became friendly with them, and you walk into the store, they'd give you special treatment, because they knew you.
Mm-hmm.
My favorite was a vanilla egg cream in the candy store. They still had the machines for the egg creams.
Oh, those are good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Those are good. Yeah, that's all you really needed in your neighborhood too. Like same thing, we'd walk to the deli in the summertime, or and get something for ourselves, and we just entertain our fucking selves all day, get into some mischief, stupid shit like ringing people's fucking doorbells and running. We thought was
Yeah,
the
yeah.
greatest thing in the world. You know?
Ding
We
dong
No,
used,
shit.
yeah,
we
ding
used to
dong
go
did.
down. We used to go down to Atlantic Avenue when it snowed out and throw snowballs at the buses when they passed by. Sometimes cars.
Oh yeah.
Oh my God, bro, we did that too. And now when I think about it, that's so fucking dangerous.
Yeah,
Like
dangerous. It is.
I used to, my dad always had hot rods and he was like a mechanic. So he always had shit laying around. So we used to go to the top of this hill and roll these tires into Route 80, like into the
Oh
fucking
shit.
traffic. And now I think about that, like we could have killed somebody, you
Shit, a
know,
whole
but
bunch of people.
Yeah.
we, we,
Well,
we thought it was so fucking funny, man. So
yeah,
bad.
we almost did kill somebody, and it was a really traumatic experience.
What happened?
We were throwing snowballs at this girl that was crossing Atlantic Avenue, and she wound up falling down, and a car hit her, but she got stuck underneath the car, and she got hurt really badly. And yeah, it was a pretty traumatic experience. Everybody was like, fucked up about it.
But that's when reality kind of kicks in. You're like, what the fuck are we doing?
Yeah, yeah,
What did we just do?
Right.
yeah.
That's the
fucked.
thing. But when you're young, you don't, it's just like throwing snowballs at cars. You don't think you're gonna cause a huge accident.
But I mean, if
doing
you
shit
had
like
your
that.
if you had your window open, we tried to fucking hit you through the window.
Yeah, right.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
Did you see that shit? Did you see that shit with those kids? They threw some fucking like rock or some boulder or something off the overpass into the highway and went in and killed the people in the car. Went right through the street, killed them, and then caused a huge accident. Killed a whole bunch of people. Did you see that shit?
Yeah,
I
that's
heard
fucked
about
up,
that.
man. That's so
Yeah.
scary, dude.
There was like 3 kids too. They were young, like early teens or whatever, and they were in court and they were like laughing, thinking that it was a big joke because they were under the age of 16 or whatever, and they wound up getting smoked.
Yeah, man. I mean, people would do that in Jersey, like and like I said, over like Route 80, they would throw stuff off of there, and like I said, as a kid, you think it's funny. You don't think about the consequences, It's dangerous, but that's the shit we used to get into, like stupid shit like that.
Yeah, we used to go skitching, like when it snowed really bad. Cars used to drive by really slow, and we used to hang on to the fucking rear bumpers and fucking yeah.
That's cool.
My boy Dan used to do that shit on the highway, and it would rain out. He'd jump out and he'd hold his fucking hand on the the A pillar and the door, the frame, and then his hand on the car door, going like 60 down the fucking highway, and he hit a pothole one time and fucking fractured his leg in like 6 different places.
Jesus Christ.
Well,
Yeah.
we didn't go on any fucking highways. That motherfucker must have been
he's
really
not.
crazy.
No, this dude was certified nuts. He used to ride snowboards for Burton. He was a professional snowboarder and shit. He's like a daredevil type. He just out of his fucking mind.
Back in the day, you were able to jump up on the back of a bus, like you had some place to put your feet, and we used to fucking do that all the time. Hop on the fucking back of the bus to the next stop, hop off.
Yeah, that's cool. I think as a kid, that's got to be fucking exciting as hell,
Yeah.
He fall off that motherfucker and get ran over by a car.
Yeah. Well, as I was saying, though, like stuff like that, even though it was dangerous, it was still way more innocent than the shit these fucking kids do now.
Yeah. Another thing we used to do as we got a little older, when it snowed, we used to we couldn't wait for it to snow so we can take out our quads and go fucking burning through the streets in the snow.
Hell yeah. Yeah. They do that. See, I moved when I was in my like mid-teens, like around 16, a little bit more north in Jersey, where everybody had fucking 4-wheelers and dirt bikes, and they do crazy shit like that. That's really fun.
One fucking winter, my friend busted out a fucking snowmobile. Was riding it in the streets.
In Howard Beach?
Yeah, Ozone Park, Howard
Holy
Beach.
shit.
Yep.
Oh my God.
Maureen, a swamp cooler is like a bootleg like air conditioner. It's like a bucket with like you put like ice water in and a fan on top of it, and it blows the moist cold air into the room. It's like a ghetto air conditioner.
Oh yeah. I've seen those.
Mm-hmm.
That's what a swamp cooler is.
That's a new one. I don't think I ever heard it even called that.
Really?
Mm-mm.
Oh
No.
yeah, those are like
It actually works, but the ice melts so fast.
Oh yeah, yeah. I've seen people do that shit.
Frozen soda bottles is the best. You freeze soda bottles first instead of ice. You put the soda bottle in the water so it doesn't melt like ice does.
Yeah, that shit works for sure. But I'd rather just get a fucking air conditioner.
Yeah, me too. I was just about to say
Yeah.
that.
Well, that's if you need to cool something down and you don't have electricity there or something, like a fucking cat or fucking something like shit like that. Well, actually, no. Actually, I guess you would need to fucking charge the fan and shit. Actually, never mind.
Right.
Yeah. It adds a lot of moisture though into the fucking room though, because you're just putting all the water into the fucking air.
Yeah, I don't like fucking moisture, man. That drives me crazy in the summertime. It does. That fucking humidity, forget about it.
Yeah, usually when you have to use those, it's hot out as it is. Now you're just adding more moisture to it, and you end up getting fucking mold everywhere and shit if you have one in there.
Yeah.
No, I know. I've had basement apartments back in the day. It's not good.
Those are the worst for flooding.
Hey, speaking of basement apartments, right?
What?
I back in the day, right? Me and Rocco Corazza, we had a basement apartment, just to like be able to take girls back to the apartment. And my ex-girl was I gave her the key to the apartment, told her I'd, meet her there at such and such time, right? She winds up falling asleep. But I can see into the apartment through the fucking little window that was like on the, ground floor. And I'm fucking yelling, trying to wake her up. But she winds up never waking up. I had to fucking sleep in the car.
You had to what?
I had to sleep in the car.
Oh, shit.
You're stuck outside.
And then the crazy part of the story is when I go to the club in the morning and Jojo asked to use my car. When he comes back, he says, "What the fuck? What the fuck did you sleep in your car? It smells like fucking you slept in it." I was like, "Wow, this fucking guy's smart."
Yeah. Yo, I mean, that's when you could have used a fucking cell phone back then, huh?
Right.
Jesus Christ, that's funny though, man.
I always had a cell phone, but she didn't have one. So.
Right. That's funny though, man.
Oh, yeah. That's like an industrial fucking swamp.
Yeah, I was so mad, because I'm thinking, I'm having a few drinks with the friends, feeling good. Now I got, a girl waiting for me, and fucked up everything.
And all you could do is look at her from the fucking window. And
that was it. And she was fucking, she was dead asleep, fucking.
That's fucking terrible.
And the window had a screen on it, a metal fucking screen on it, so it wasn't like I could fucking get to the glass and fucking break it.
Right, start banging on it too loud too. People fucking, want to see what's going on. That's funny, man. That's good shit. What was that? The summertime or the wintertime?
Oh, it was. I don't know if it was summertime, but it wasn't cold.
All right. Yeah, that's funny, dude. Well, you just look at her and think of what could have been if she didn't fall asleep,
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Woulda, coulda, shoulda. Well,
I mean, it wasn't like that was the only time, but it's just...
Right. You know what? So when shit like that happens, man, sometimes I think it probably wasn't meant to be. You know what I mean? If you wouldn't have went down in that apartment, maybe something bad could have happened. You know what I mean? Like, sometimes I take it as a sign, even though it sucks, I fucking sleep in your car, but maybe it just wasn't meant to be, man, that night.
Some of these girls, they used to fucking purposely leave shit in my car or my apartment so another girl would find it.
Yeah.
That's a classic.
Or
when you first start dating, you start leaving shit there, so they had to have a reason to come back or stay there, come pick something up.
It's funny too. Go ahead, bro. No, go ahead.
No, if you were seeing more than one girl, they, the other girls would fucking look for shit like that, and then if they found it, it'd be like, "Oh, you had another girl here," and blah blah blah. I used to tell them, "No, that probably was fucking Rocco." Yeah.
At least you had that. See, but girls are so good at that. Like my girl, somehow, she could sit in my car and see a piece of fucking hair on the seat.
Yeah.
And be like, "This is brown hair." Like, how the fuck did you even see that? And how do you even know what color it is? It's one fucking strand of hair. but girls could pick that shit out, man. It's crazy.
They look for it. They look for it. Yeah, I've had strands of hairs fucking brought to my attention.
Yeah.
Listen, one time one of the biggest fights I had with my ex-wife was I was with a girl the night before, and somehow the condom wound up on the fucking where the speakers are and by the fucking rear window.
Jesus.
And we were on our way somewhere, and I stopped to get Chinese food, and I went inside, and she put down the fucking vanity mirror to fix her face or whatever, and fucking saw the fucking condom on there. And I got into obviously a big fight, but I blamed it on Joe O'Kane. I told her that I let Joe O'Kane use my car, and he fucking, he must have had a girl, and she left it there. I was like, why the fuck? Yeah, why the fuck would I leave a fucking condom on there?
Right. You make them think they're crazy for even thinking that. But see, you got to learn your lesson, Howie. Don't ever use a condom.
Yeah.
Lesson learned.
Well, make sure when the girl takes it off, she throws it off out of the fucking car.
Yeah, it's pollute, but still, yeah. That shit. I'll tell you what, that stuff always happens to me too. It's like if that shit can happen, it's gonna happen to me too. I know. But you're good at thinking on your feet, man. Just blame somebody else. That's great.
Yeah. I don't know if she believed me, but
I do the same thing. I blame everything on my brother. Anything a girl ever finds or anybody, I'll be like, well, if my fucking brother was here, it's his fault. But don't say nothing.
Hey, Agnostic wants to know if you caught Anthony Suits in the beginning of Smoke's video.
Anthony Suits.
Who's Anthony Suits? Who's Anthony Suits? Do we know who that is?
I'm assuming somebody from the neighborhood or something. I think he's talking about Smoke's video with the at the feast. I'm assuming.
Oh.
Somebody that was at the feast, maybe.
Can you elaborate a little bit on that?
I thought he was talking about one of these people on YouTube that maybe Smoke brought up. You see, actually, I'm not even gonna bring it up. Never mind.
Yeah. If you can't elaborate, and then I'm gonna probably end the show for tonight. My throat's starting to bother me right now. So
yeah, bro, you taking like zinc and all that stuff, man?
No, I got antibiotics at the doctor. So
I mean, antibiotics good, but it's good to take fucking zinc, bro. It helps you get over your virus or whatever quicker, for sure. If you have that or Zicam or any of that shit.
Yeah, I got like multivitamin and stuff, but yeah, I did hear zinc work good too. He said
zinc does.
From Lenny DiMaria's, I'm assuming, crew, Benson. I would have to look at it. I'm not sure who he's talking about.
Well, I guess Agnostic saw him.
Yeah, I mean, maybe I'll recognize him if I saw it.
So many fucking people in that video.
Right off the top of my head, I don't know if I remember an Anthony Suits.
What's the timestamp, Agnostic? If you got a timestamp, we'll go back and look at it if you want.
Maybe it's in his intro.
I think he's talking about when he was at the feast.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'll check it out. See
yeah, go ahead, check it out. Yeah. But yeah, we'll be back on soon. We're doing a lot more shows.
The thing is there's so many fucking Anthony Suits from fucking history. But
yeah,
Lenny DiMaria's crew, maybe I might recognize who it is.
Yeah, I have no idea who he's talking about. So.
All right, fellas. Well, hey, I hope everybody has a good rest of their night. Feel better, Common. Howie, great talking to you, brother.
Same here.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Thanks for stopping by, Armand.
Yeah, everybody in the chat, good night. Have a good rest of the weekend. Ciao.
Same here. It was fun talking to you guys. Maybe we got off track a little bit here and there, but hopefully you enjoyed it.
One more question. Agnostic's got. He also said that he was sitting down eating in the beginning of the video. I don't know. I'll go through and take a look at it or something. He doesn't have the timestamp, but he has one more question, and then
yeah. Because I heard there was some guys like in the background that only certain people would know who they are. Yeah, I'll have to take a look at it just to see.
Yeah, but yeah, thanks, Armand. Thanks for coming through, man. We'll catch up soon, brother. Happy New Year's to you.
Yeah, so hopefully fucking Soulflow was in a car accident and got decapitated. And yeah, all right. Everybody have a good night. Common, always a pleasure.
Always, brother.
All right. Good night.
We'll talk soon, guys. Thanks. And everybody, thanks for stopping by tonight for the first show. We're going to be doing a lot more lives coming up. Look forward to seeing all you guys there. If anybody hasn't already, if you can, please subscribe, turn those notifications on, and hit the like button if you haven't already. I'd appreciate that. And to those people that donated, thank you very much. You know who you are. If anybody else would like to help support the channel and donate, it does make all this possible. Thank you guys for being here. Hope you guys enjoyed the show, and we will catch you all very soon. Have a good night, guys.